cold to hold. They called the Ghostbusters and they're in control. Had a throwing party for a bunch of children. Well, all the while the slime was under the building. So they packed up, regrouped, got a grip, came equipped, grabbed their proton packs on the back, then they split. Found out about Vigo, the master of evil. Try to battle my boys? That's not legal. Yeah, I think this is gonna be another one of those funk ones. Hot soul, dance. If I was you and you were me, you wanna be winning. If you want something better, you gotta wanna give your all. 'Cause I believe so much in we, and no, we're not kidding. If you feel the same as me, you gotta wanna take the ball. Gotta find out that nothing is given. Don't know where the cards may fall. All I know is that we've gotta get it. We've gotta make it on our road. Well, I guess we're gonna have to take control. If it's up to us, we've got to take it home. Now can't you see that all we need to be a go-getter? Gotta make your own decision. You gotta go for what you know. It comes a time in our lives you wanna be bigger. Gotta keep on pushing. You gotta learn to take control, yeah. Now I found out that nothing's given. Don't know where the cards may fall. All I know is that we've gotta get it. We've gotta make it on our own. Well, I guess we're gonna have to take control. If it's up to us, we've got to take it home. Gotta take it home. Gotta take it home. Hot soul, dance. Too hot to handle, too cold to hold. They called the Ghostbusters and they're in control. Had a throwing party for a bunch of children. Well, all the while the slime was under the building. So they packed up, regrouped, got a grip, came equipped, grabbed their proton packs on the back, then they split. Found out about Vigo, the master of evil. Try to battle my boys? That's not legal. They're in control. You know it. I said they're in control. You know it. You know it. Well, I guess we're gonna have to take control. We got. If it's up to us, we've got to take it home. Have to go to home. There's a Ghostbuster in control. Well, I guess we're gonna have to take control. Gotta take it home. Gotta take it home. If it's up to us, we've got to take it home. Gotta take it home. Gotta take it home. You know it.
Well, that was, Alex Plox, our very own Alex Plox, doing the Ghostbusters 2 thing. Can you imagine? Welcome, fellows, to Gavin Games' live watch of the Dice Awards. I just want to call out a guy in the chat named Dave, who says this song is cringe. Dave, you are aware that it's like cringe to say things are cringe now, right? Cringe. People are afraid of being cringe. They're afraid of being corny. Alex S., I ain't playing Modern Warfare 2. I want to take some dope. And we're gonna watch the show and mock it openly, but also have a good time, maybe. Um, it's a good song. It's a fun fucking song. What's cheesy about it? I'll tell you what, Dave. While we're waiting for the show to start, why don't you tell us all? By the way, the phone's open if you want to call, if you want to chat during the show, after the show, whatever the fuck you want to do. I don't give a fuck. I'm about to dope up. That's not a verb. But Dave, tell you what, buddy. Give me a song that you feel is not cringe. Like, what's your favorite song? Mutant Mo says, man, do I miss those members-only chats. We have them all the time. I do members-only chats all the time. We did a members-only chat today for State of Play, didn't we? I just figured from time to time we open up a live stream like this. Look, if the cheap seats get too rowdy, then we'll pull up the curtain so they can't see our panties. How about that, Mutant Mo? Hot Stepper. Like, Here Comes the Hot Stepper. That song's fine, but it's no less cheeseball than Ghostbusters. You old so-and-sos. All right, here we go. Oh, I'm so excited. You know, the funniest guy that ever hosted this fucking show was it Greg? Not Greg Miller. Moore. What was the guy's name? He was on Jerry Maguire. Tell me if it's too loud, guys. Jay Moore. Boy, he was fucking funny, man. I've told this story before. The last time I was at this show, I was seated between Morgan Webb to the left and Felicia Day to the right. I'm so old. People are just like, back in my day, I sat next to Lana Turner at the Oscars, and I sat on the other side of me as Rita Hayworth.
Please welcome to the stage, founder and president of Insomniac Games and Academy of Interactive Arts and Sciences Vice Chairman, Ted Price.
Hey, here's the dope. The dope's going in. This is for you, Tedwin. Tedwin.
Hello. All right.
Thanks, Don John.
Amazing crowd, by the way.
Oh, wow. Yeah, we're live, baby. Oh, I thought he was so funny.
It is a real honor to be here with all of you tonight to celebrate the 26th Annual DICE Awards.
Yeah.
26, that is a lot of years, right? But
No, Ted, it's
a lot
not.
has changed in the industry since
Clean-shaven Lincoln. There you go.
What hasn't changed is
How's the audio now, bitch?
Connects people. And to get personal for just a moment, I've got 4 kids, and over the last 20 years, when they've been growing up, we have connected through video games, and we still do that today. I'll call my daughter in Seattle, and we'll talk about stats for Spell Swords and Elden Ring, or I'll be sitting at lunch with my youngest playing Marvel Snap and bemoaning the fact that I can never get Black Cat. Games is our shared language. And
we can relate.
obviously, games is the language we all use to connect here at DICE. And it's the language we use to connect with the millions of fans.
I don't
that
know,
play our
Alex
games
S.
every
Probably.
single day.
Most games
Now,
are up for
speaking
nominations
of
for
connecting with our
AAA.
fans. What's been especially heartening this year is seeing the industry's increasing efforts to make games more accessible to all audiences.
Yeah.
So, for example, it is right.
Clap,
That's amazing.
bitch. Yeah. Who is he? That's Ted
And
Price.
as an example, just look at God of War Ragnarok.
I
In setting
looked at
a
it for
new
as long
standard,
as I
right?
could.
I'll let everybody applaud for God of War, right? Amazing game. In setting a new standard for accessibility, Santa Monica Studios is ensuring that anybody can go on this epic journey with Kratos and Atreus. And by the way, I'm not using God of War because I'm a little biased towards Sony. Okay, I'm a little biased towards Sony. Or because I platinumed the game. And I did platinum the game, and it is awesome. So everybody should platinum this game. I'm serious.
Okay.
I'm
Alex.
using it as an example because it shows that every game can do right by all of their players. Every game can create new connections for those who may have felt excluded before. Now, I personally believe that increasing accessibility is a responsibility that we have as creators. We need to welcome
Yes, Puppet,
every
they
player.
will.
But as we all know,
I'm
this
setting up two
industry
right now.
we all love
One
still
talking to
faces plenty of
Sessler
challenges
about
when
coming
it
back
comes
on
to
to talk
being
about
a
some
welcoming
specific
place
things.
to work.
and
We haven't been consistently successful in creating inclusive, diverse, and safe workplaces. And these three issues, inclusivity, diversity, and safety,
talking
are
to?
crucial
Trying
topics
to
that
get
we've been
Ben
discussing
Brode
here
on.
at DICE, especially at the roundtables. And it's really on all of us to take back these lessons that we've shared to the organizations where we work and to do better.
No way,
I believe,
Spike
though, as we
Spiegel.
look inward and we strive to improve culturally, we can become a more welcoming industry, one that can become a long-term, equitable home for anyone who loves our craft,
Oh, God,
regardless
shut
of
up.
race, gender,
Shut
sexual orientation, or even country of origin.
It's like, Jaffe, you
So-
tuned into the show. Yeah, I know, but, you know, so I can yell at the screen like an old man.
Now, speaking of different countries, over the last 3 years, geographic boundaries have basically been erased. And when it comes to how we work, things have changed. Game teams are interacting daily with members who are thousands of miles apart. And this has been a massive, and I would argue, mostly positive change.
What
for
is
a
this?
lot of us.
Is this comedy?
But being
Is he
globally
doing
connected
stand-up? What-
means that
what
we're
is the
also
show?
more painfully aware of the suffering that our coworkers may be experiencing in times of tragedy. And I can think of no better example than the war in Ukraine, which started right about this time last year when Russia invaded Ukraine. Now, many of us have seen the lives of our
Somebody
coworkers
start
and our
to
friends
clap.
torn apart by this conflict. And just like last year, we stand in solidarity with Ukraine.
And we've done nothing. Just like last year, we've done absolutely nothing.
So for all of you here and for anybody who's watching, if you'd like to help, you can visit the Academy's website at www.interactive.org, and there you're going to find information about organizations who are on the front lines of providing assistance. So tonight, we remember our colleagues who have been affected by this strife and other tragic events around the world, like the recent earthquakes in Syria and Turkey. And because we can take advantage of these global bonds our craft enables,
Fuck you, Bacon
all of
Magma.
us can help. And again, you can go to the Academy website to learn more. So please do. Ultimately, though, these bonds between all of us, this deep
Shut
sharing
the
with our
fuck
peers
up!
and with our players is what I love about this industry.
I love
It's
you,
what
Ted.
brings
I've
us,
met you
I would
3
argue, the
times. You've
entire
always been
world
salt of the
closer
earth.
together
So
when
I
there are
say this
so
with
many
love.
forces trying
Shut
to tear
the
us
fuck
apart.
up.
So tonight, let's celebrate these connections, whether we're sitting next to our peers and friends here at the tables at DICE or watching from thousands of miles away. Let's cheer together for these wonderful works of art that bridge divides and connect us all. So thank you and have a great show.
$26. I was at the very first DICE. Oh my. And I thought it was the coolest thing back then. But I don't think it's that very cool anymore. I think it's just kind of full of itself now. But back then I was like, whoa, this is the coolest show. Like, you have to ask yourself, what's the point of this? What's the point? Like, life is ticking away. We only have so much time. Why do you think we need this? You don't need an opening segment, it's a live show.
Welcome to the 26th Annual DICE Awards. And now, welcome your hosts, Stella Chung and Greg Miller.
What's up, Vegas? Welcome to the 2023 Annual DICE Awards.
And congratulations congratulations to Elden Ring.
No, we're not. Not yet. They gotta hang out a lot longer. Of course, we can't talk about 2023 and not talk about Elden Ring. Please give it up, of course. Come on.
2023.
If you haven't been paying attention, there are two types of people who played Elden Ring. One.
Hey, there's
and
my
the
brother
other
in the
bunch of people on
chat.
Twitch who somehow beat
Hey,
it
what are
with
you
just
doing?
A banana and a tennis racket.
And a DDR pad.
And a DDR pad.
Look at
or,
that's my brother
worst of all,
Philip in the
keyboard and
chat.
mouse.
Philip, I took
We're not gonna go
edible.
there. But now, a bit of housekeeping if
An
we
edible.
could. We'd like to thank Noodle House for producing tonight's video, including that creative intro.
Why? The intro wasn't creative.
So if any of you need your logo stretched, squished, or recolored,
Yeah.
I can get you a deal. And before we start tonight's show, we just want to assure you that, yes, we have guards that will prevent any weird kids from rushing the stage.
That was the best
If
part
you
of the
win an
thing.
award, there will be no weird children on stage, just weird developers. That is our promise.
What if Colin
of the
Moriarty
Dice
stood up and
Awards,
said,
all right?
"Keep your wife's
today's
name
show is
out
gonna
of
be a
your
lot like Square
fucking
Enix.
mouth," and he
If
got
it
up
goes
there and
well,
he slapped him.
Stella
Come
and I will
on
take
now.
credit.
Come
If
on
it goes
now.
badly, we are firing someone.
No, wait, well,
If you're groaning at that one, it's going to be a long night, everybody, all right? Trust me. That's top of the order.
we'll start with Greg, don't worry.
No,
It's
thank
fine.
you, Stella, thank you.
Yes. This is the 26th annual Dice Awards. You
Bavari?
can tell the Dice Awards are 26 because they're making us all feel terrible by referring to the Wii U as a retro console.
Should have referred to it as a mistake. It's gonna be a long monologue if you keep groaning like this at every one of them. Good Lord. If you haven't noticed, I've hosted this show for years, but it's always very, very emotional for me. And
I saw that,
today's no
Messenger.
exception.
I saw that, man.
I don't wanna
About the
bring us
Mortal
down,
Kombat. Yeah,
but
that was
is
great.
my
I mean, I'm excited.
7th time doing the Dice Awards. And
Oh, yeah!
Thank you.
Oh, yeah! So, why does that get
I just realized
applause?
we will see
No, that's
you
not
can still
Claude.
be here
She's
soon.
an IGN.
I'm sorry.
She's a
taken
IGN
too
lady.
soon. It was just taken.
I'm sorry. They're in the cloud now.
I know, the cloud. Now, I'm sure many of you are nervous here tonight. Right now, every nominee
Hello,
in the
Saltiest.
audience
Yeah, they
is
totally
thinking,
do.
Will I win a trophy? And
I got one.
how
It's
do I
right there.
make
It's not
HBO
that
turn
big
my
of
game into
a
a
fucking
show?
deal. Not a big
That's
deal.
right. The television adaptation of The Last of Us premiered on HBO Max a few weeks ago, and people, including me, absolutely love it.
Thank you, Brett Williams. That's right.
Television.
Right. Okay. So it's kind of like Twitch streams,
Uh-huh.
but just the cutscenes.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
No, thank you. I don't like that one bit. That sounds
No?
weird.
Okay. All right. But I hope everyone takes a moment to enjoy this night.
Because this may very well be the last time we are all in the room together without knowing what Chris Pratt's Mario actually will sound like.
We've heard a little.
But not enough, right? Like, we really don't know.
No,
what
they
we're
do not
getting
mute
into.
Mo.
There were a lot of big controversies.
Making
last year,
Magma,
including
I've
that,
done
and a video
presenting
from
and stuff
early
at
build
this
of Grand Theft
particular
Auto
award
6
show
was
before.
leaked.
It sure was. Everybody who watched it, everybody online was like, I can't believe it looks this terrible. While the main character was just
It's
running
in
in a
Vegas,
brain-neutral
Saltiest.
box.
I really don't think this is the point, but I think we really have to teach people how video games are made, folks.
This isn't for anybody in the room. You get it. Ladies and gentlemen watching, there are hundreds, if not thousands, of hours of podcasts from developers talking about their crafts. For some, God, I don't understand it reason, Tim Schafer just put out 32 episodes of a documentary about this. You need to educate yourselves about what they're doing.
It's too
They're
much work.
grooming our
It
kids.
isn't.
What? Come on.
Sorry. Sorry.
Two of the actors from God of War Ragnarok are nominated tonight,
No.
both Christopher Judge
No.
and Sunny
No,
Suljic.
don't let him have the microphone. Don't let Christopher Judge have the microphone. He will never, ever, ever, ever get it back.
You know, when I see these two so proud of each other and so happy to be working together, I think, man, I've got daddy issues.
Sure. Stella, the good news is we all do. And Christopher, if you win tonight, you can talk as long as you want to, Daddy. Give it to us, Daddy!
Oh, so I saw that Trombone Champ is nominated for Family Game of the Year.
It sure is, Trombone Champ.
Yeah. Yeah, if you haven't played it, it is such a fun game.
Miss
It's
Gaming
really
Vids,
silly,
is the
and
Dice
it's a game
Award
in which
still
you
more
struggle with
prestigious than
weird
the Game
controls
Award? I
to
mean,
play
it's all
Public
stupid.
domain songs.
It's really the video game version of Ian Malcolm in Jurassic Park saying your scientists were so preoccupied with whether they could, they didn't stop to think if they should.
You know,
But
probably
I'm glad they did,
GDC
although I know
is
Trombone Camp very
probably
realistic because in a
the
realistic
most
version,
prestigious
you're gonna get
because
stuck
you're
in
getting a lot of the developers
I think
voting.
that one didn't play at all.
Dice.
Where the shots? Where
That
the
was
shots?
the first flat one of the night. Do you want Fireball or Jameson? Jameson? Ooh, we knew it was going to be rough out there. But good Lord.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
BAFTA does, yeah. Oh, there's Scott
I was
Rhodey.
expecting the Jameson. If I'm being honest, I was expecting the
I
Jameson.
knew you were weak, but I didn't know you were this weak. Impressive.
It's all
I'm sorry,
dumb.
second daddy.
7 years?
Second daddy.
7 years.
Let's get back to it. I think this is again still. I'm sorry, we're still in the trombone champ section. Everybody, just stick with us. Shuhei, I see you out there. I need you to hold strong with me. All right, jeez Louise. I think they put trombone champ, in the category family game of the year because the more you play the game, the more confused your family gets.
You tried.
Is there a bartender in here? Because we need another one. The trombone champ was not the way to go.
You did your best.
I tried.
Yeah, you know what? Let's talk about another indie game that everyone seemed to really love, Vampire Survivors. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's what I want to hear. All right, okay.
Come on, man.
Yeah, Vampire Survivors is nominated
That's
for
not
multiple
dope. That's
awards
bubble
today.
yum, man.
And if you remember,
Look.
the early versions of the game were made by just one person. Just one. Yeah, there, that one. You know, if it wins Game of the Year, a lot of executives are going to lose their minds.
Of course, yeah. Work from home. That guy did it, and the game did pretty well. So maybe keep it. You know what? I'll let it go. Diablo Immortal is nominated for Mobile Game of the Year. Now, some people complained Diablo Immortal had too many microtransactions, which kind of makes sense because he is the devil.
You mean Diablo?
No, Bobby Kotick.
Yes, I'm eating bubble tape.
I still got it!
That makes up for the trombone champion.
Don't bring it up. They forgot about trombone. We're able to move on.
Never forget about it. But honestly, enough from us. This night is about you.
I do not have a foot
The
fetish,
amazing
but I will
artists,
tell
musicians,
you,
designers,
I was talking to
actors,
somebody
directors,
the other
everyone who
day
makes games possible.
who
Without all
told
of you, of
me
course, the world would be a much
that
darker
they
place.
saw a
And
video
people
of
have
a
jobs,
woman
so also thank you.
who
Great point for
makes
that. So please give it up for yourselves,
$500,000
everybody.
a
2023
year,
Dice Award nominee.
and her focus is she sells pictures of her big toe, not even her
You
whole
deserve
foot.
it most of all. And
I don't know
thank
if
you
my
from the
brother's
bottom
still
of our
watching. My
hearts for
brother
making some of the
hates
best
feet.
games
He
of all
thinks feet
time.
are so
And tonight,
gross. So
we
I got to
have
send him that video.
Rory and Miha, two of the scholars, ladies and gentlemen, from Dice.
$500,000.
joining us on stage to give them their awards tonight. So please make them feel welcome when they come out to give them.
What?
awards.
Yeah.
What? Here's some
Yes, let's
pictures
give
of
them
your
a round of applause
feet.
because sometime soon they'll be up here accepting their own awards, which is amazing. We're setting up the future.
I hope we're still hosting.
You know, sorry, we'll
There you
get
go,
there.
Brett.
Ah, damn, all right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, now for our first presenter of the evening.
Founder and president of
Oh,
Haven
really, mass
Entertainment,
produce?
Jade Raymond.
Nothing worse than a good-looking girl with ugly feet. Really? Oh, you're like Eddie Murphy in Boomerang. Please. Please. Hello, Witch X. Good to see you, bud.
From epic poems to big screen blockbusters. Action is one of the oldest and most popular
Oh,
genres.
God.
And the games industry is no different.
Hello, are you there, God? It's me,
There is
Margaret.
one important difference. In other media,
Hello?
we watch action heroes.
Hey, it's Travis.
Games,
Wow, Travis, how are you, pal?
action heroes.
Look, are you watching the show
Through
on the
games,
show?
We get to dodge bullets, fight
Yeah,
giant
I turned it
bugs,
down.
and seek
There's old
vengeance,
Jade Raymond
all
up
from the
there
comfort
giving
of
the
our
people the
homes.
business. What's going on, buddy? What do you want to talk about?
Action game of the year are
Oh, I was just gonna
The
say that
nominees for
I think
Action Game
that
of the Year are
you're pretty great and
Bayonetta
everything. And
Do you want pictures of my toe?
no, I'm
$500,000, baby. Thank you, Travis. I appreciate that. How's your boss doing? He seems like a dick.
Grounded.
Oh, it's a lady, but she's
I don't
okay.
like her. I'm
She
going
just
to
has
call her.
surgery.
Can I call her?
No, but she just had surgery.
Fuck her. Did she have her personality put back in, maybe?
Oh, yeah, probably.
Yeah. So what's up, baby? What you talking about?
Oh, I was just thinking that award shows are kind of dumb.
They're super dumb. They're super dumb. What do you think's gonna win this? It's gonna be Seafood. I think it's gonna be Neon White or God of War. Not Neon White. You think so?
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably Neon White. Yeah.
All right. Hey,
the game of the year. The game of the year is probably going to be God of War, like always.
No, it'll be
But
it'll be
I like
Elden
your-
Ring. It'll be Elden Ring.
Oh yeah, probably because
Yeah.
the Game Awards.
Absolutely, good sir. All right. Well, thanks for calling,
I
bud.
mean, I like God of War mostly because of Richard Schiff, but
Oh,
whatever.
Schiff is the shit. You know what, man? I watch the goddamn Good Doctor. I love Schiff in that. I love him in West Wing. I love him in God of War. Somebody told me Richard Schiff is a bus driver in Speed. The movie
Did you know
Speed.
that Bradley Whitford was on SVU today?
Was on what?
But we are delighted and
Law
grateful
and
to
Order
accept this
SVU.
award on
No,
behalf of
I
the
never knew
Vampire
that.
Survivors team at Poncle.
Oh, he was on there
Luca,
today.
the
He
creator
was
of the
really
game,
good.
asked
I
us to
love
thank
Bradley
Poncle
Whitford.
team
He's
for
so
all of
funny.
their hard work on Vampire Survivors.
Yeah.
From
All
the
right, buddy.
initial
Well, thanks for
launch,
calling. Call back
quarantine
anytime. Good sir
platforms,
Travis.
and
Be
their
well
continued
out there.
work back home
All
in
right.
the UK.
All right, buddy.
See you, Daddy.
They've been
Yeah, man.
absolutely incredible. Secondly, thank you to the fans and the community of Vampire Survivors.
Your super chat? I don't
Without
think
them,
so.
we
Let me
wouldn't be
check.
where we are today, and we'll be forever thankful and grateful for their time, comments,
Super
and
chat.
commitment to
Where
that
are
100%
you?
save
Super
file.
chat. Super chat.
We'd also like to thank the Academy of Interactive Arts and Sciences for this prestigious award.
No,
it's
I
a
didn't
great
see any
honor
super
to
chat
receive
come
it
through,
this
baby.
evening and be placed alongside so many other hardworking development teams. And lastly, to all of our partners across the globe, we thank you for your advice, time, and expertise.
Timma X Timma,
Here's
let
to
me
all
tell
the
you
garlic
something.
along the way. Thank you so much.
Timma says they just picked the one they like, not the best. Of course. I was on these nominating panels. Half people didn't play
Adventure
the games.
games are all about the journey. Some of the journeys are new stories in old sagas. Others surprise us with
Don
new
John, that was
perspectives,
Travis Slim.
like that of a cat traversing through a post-human robot society. But regardless of what they're about, each of the nominees tonight gave us a journey we'll never forget. Those games are
The nominees for Adventure Game
I
of the
don't.
Year are
Someone needs to redesign
God
the
of
award
War
show.
Ragnarok,
Oh, Chad Cox. He and I did not get along at all.
Horizon Forbidden West,
Who is he? He's some dude. I don't know who he is. He's a human being who lives in rocking the Casbah.
Norco,
I don't know. He's a good guy, though. Goddamn right, Masanji. Is that right, Wolfblood? Yeah.
Stray, Tunic,
Come on, that game is boring as shit.
And the winner is God of War Ragnarok.
Ragnarok. Who's that lady with the trophy? I've never seen her before. All right, who do we got coming up on the stage here? Let's see these folks. Hey, it's Jason McDonald. He's a good egg. I like Jason. He's the lead designer, head designer of the game. He started with us on God of War 1,
Wow.
2005.
I'm not used to being up on stage like this, so pardon me.
I don't hate Tunic. I was just like, eh. Boring.
I gotta thank the Academy and everybody who voted for us and got us up there. I mean, at SMS, we are always thinking about how to make this game not just an action game, not just a narrative game, not just puzzles everywhere. And winning this award, to me, makes me feel like it's all our teams in our studio coming together to make the product work, and all our external partners as well. I can't rattle them all off, it's too many. But this is like a team award, and I'm happy to accept this on behalf of SMS. Thank you.
He's a good dude. He's a good dude.
Please welcome to the stage Andrea Renee, host and co-founder of What's Good Games.
I don't know this lady, but I have a feeling in real life her and I would not get along. I don't know why. I just have a feeling.
It
You
can
ever have
be
that
easy to
feeling?
forget that the gameplay elements we used to consider
How
the
old was
domain
he?
of RPGs have spread
know.
into
Don't
just
know.
about every other genre. I mean, think about it.
Young? I
What
mean,
game these days doesn't
probably
have
21?
stat allocation and skill trees? Whether you're tuning up your car in a racing game or you're upgrading your loadout in first-person shooters, we're all more than used to leveling up and choosing new abilities. But traditional role-playing games exist for a reason. We become more than just numbers. We become epic heroes and grand tales where
No
our
one needs
decisions
this.
guide the fate of distant lands, whether on Earth, space, or even the lands between. The nominees are
No one needs
The
preamble
nominees for role-playing game of the year are
at all. In any award
Citizen
show, the Oscars, this, any of it. It's not necessary. Nobody likes it. You may as well just say, you know what? Take about,
Elden Ring.
48 minutes off my life, because that's basically what you're doing. You're giving up your life for these people to preamble in award shows.
Weird West.
I think it is weird that I don't know. Whatever. I don't think that's wrong, Travis.
World of Warcraft.
Nikki P,
Dragonflight.
no, it did not win Game of the Year yet. That's the end of the show. That's the big build-up, such as it is. I am a Hey, I was making a song.
Xenoblade Chronicles 3.
Xenoblade Chronicles 3 is for all the people who want... I don't have anything. I'm tired. I've been streaming all week. I'm exhausted. How many streams have I done? Look at that lady in red. The way lady in
And
red.
the winner of Role-Playing Game of the Year is Elden Ring.
I will murder you, you see. I will turn your bones into dust. And afterwards I'm completed that task. I will take this award and ram it into my butthole. Will it hurt? You goddamn right it will hurt. But that's why I'm an artist.
エルデンリングアクション RPG
Exactly. Right.
実はですね
Right.
我々なりにまあ
Really?
秘
He
密
said
裏
that.
にロール
Come
プレイ
on
という
now.
キーワードには結構こだわってきたつもりなので
Oh, I love Elden
まあ
Ring.
ベスト
man. It's
RPG いただけ
great.
て非常に嬉しいです
It's a great pleasure receiving this wonderful award. And obviously, we are really an action RPG team. We're really addicted to this genre. So it's really great that we received this award.
ありがとうございます本当にありがとうございます
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
山に行きました。
Video games often have us playing fantasy roles. We can be spies, rock stars, even gods. But when it comes to strategy and simulation games, we can also fulfill our wildest fantasies of micromanagement. Whether it's overseeing a dwarven colony, a futuristic space station,
I agree, Jay
an alchemist
Spinna.
shop,
Jay
an
Spinna
army
says
of
if Elden
space
Ring took
marines,
100
or a
hours till you
team
got
of
bored, that's a
superheroes,
good game. You goddamn
tonight's
right.
nominees allow us to
Can you imagine
ignore
what other
our
medium it's like
real-world
here?
chores
Entertain me
to
for 100
complete
hours.
seemingly
People
endless
complain.
fictional
Come on now.
ones. These are the nominees.
Lady, you're
The
gonna
nominees
rate
for
me,
strategy /
you know,
simulation game
I
of the
don't
year
know.
are Dwarf Fortress.
I have not played Hogwarts Legacy. I'm not really interested. I hear it's great though.
Ixion.
Nobody knows what the fuck Ixion is. Is that like a... You have to ask your doctor if Ixion is right for you?
Marvel's Midnight Suns. I
enjoyed this game a great deal. It was quite good. You know what I saw?
Potion Craft,
One of the games
Alchemist
tonight
Simulator.
that is up for best, maybe multiplayer or something, is being shut down in 2 days, which is
Warhammer
Isn't that terrible?
40,000. Chaos
Like if they
Gate
win
Demon
tonight,
Hunters.
and then it's just like, oh yeah, well, you know, a lot of good this does. Just saying. Would I ever make a what is? I don't even know what a fetish game is. Like a
And
there's
the winner
Frank. Of
is
course, Frank, you're an
Dwarf
acid.
Fortress.
Be more specific. What? I need some details, baby. Here comes the man who was the king of Dwarf Fortress. He is a dwarf himself. He lives in a man's pocket, but we can't see the bucket. Why are there two? What is that, George Costanza?
The genius. We couldn't have done this without the fans who supported us for 20 years. Just for no reason. They didn't have to give us any money. But they did. And then a publisher picked us up. Yep. Tanya Shore, Kid Fox Games, and made this for everyone. Everyone can play this now, not just people that can read ASCII and program in Linux. Everyone. So thank you. Thanks.
Oh no, the other one does not speak. It's like Penn and Teller. Oh no, he doesn't talk. Fascinating.
Welcome back our
Fascinating.
hosts, Stella Chung and
Mega
Greg
Davo, thank you for the
Miller.
super chat, buddy. He says Hogwarts the best game in human history. I don't know if I agree with that, but I don't know. Fuck you, Jake Z. I will fucking burn you on your sleep.
Oh my god, I love it. That's my wife.
Thank you, Mega
I
Davo.
appreciate it. Now, what I don't think you guys understood about the trombone jokes.
Legend says, hey Jaffe, I thought about thanks for being a member
The
for
best
almost 2
things
years,
come
buddy.
in
Thanks.
threes, and that holds
Make it
true
okay
for
to play
the following
Hogwarts
categories.
Anatomics.
Here
People
are
can
the
buy it and double the
nominees
price
and
paid
winners
to
for
trans
online
and
game of the
UK
year,
charities.
outstanding technical achievement, and immersive
Ukraine
reality
charities.
technical
Yeah,
achievement.
I mean, if you're one of those
The
people that
nominees
struggles
for online game of the year are
to play those games, I mean,
Call of
I'm not.
Duty, Modern
I don't know.
Warfare
You know my
2.
take on it, but I appreciate. I'm tired. Legends, buddy. The pot is kicking. The pot is kicking in, sir. And so from here on out, it's good. I love this game. This multiplayer is so good. I need to
EA
reinstall
Sports
it.
FIFA
So
23.
good. So good.
Advantage in operation.
From here on out, fellas,
Taking care of business
things I
defensively
say, I can't be responsible for. Hey!
Might be able to
Well,
Fantasy 14 and
you got to turn down your television or whatever the fuck you're watching on. You gotta turn that shit down. I'm gonna hang up on you.
All right, hold on.
It's like, what's happening?
Nothing much. Just smoking a joint, watching the stream.
Hey, I had the dope in me too.
All right, man.
What do you think about Marvel Snap? Yeah, this is the
I'm
game.
only seeing ads,
Rumbleverse.
so I don't really know.
Rumbleverse is getting shut down in 2 days. It's so terrible. So terrible. Anyway, what do you want to talk about? What are you calling?
You know what? I didn't think I'd get on, so I don't
Okay.
really have any answers.
Well, when you have an opportunity now to speak to millions, or at least 20 people, what do you want to share with the world? If this is your biggest moment where you have your biggest audience ever, what do you want to share with the world?
the nominees for outstanding technical achievement are
Let's see. What does chat think about Cammy?
Cammy from Street Fighter 5 or 7 or whatever the fuck it is, 8,
6.
6, the new one. I think Cammy looks fucking amazing. She looks awesome. I
Right?
like the girl though that came before her with those. I don't know if it were cricket bats, but she was so fucking fast, man, that I thought that was pretty cool.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I don't know too much, but
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for calling, man. What are you wearing?
just a sweater. It's cold out here in California right now.
You just wearing a sweater, huh? What, is there any pictures? I don't care. All right, buddy. Thanks for calling, man. Enjoy your night. Thanks for watching and hanging out with us. I sure do appreciate that.
All right.
All right, see
Shout
you,
out to
buddy.
you, Jeffy.
Talk to you soon, Tim. This nice lady. Teardown was so good. This nice guy, Clay, says, hey, thank you for the super chat, buddy. He says, I coincidentally thought about it earlier when I dropped in on your State of Play stream. A Jaffe RPG should be well received with you and your jokes and all. You mentioned doing something still secret. Well, thank you, buddy. That's very kind of you, and the super chat generous. Appreciate it, Clay. Yeah, we're not talking about it yet. I mean, I've shown a couple of people in our Discord to get some feedback on some of the narrative aspects of it, but all I can tell you is it's a horror game. It's not officially green lit. We're gonna make a demo, and then we're gonna see. So we got about 18 months of demo work, but you never know with these things. It could be the next big thing, or it could just never even get made, right? So So yeah, come on now. Thank you for the super chat. Are we watching this show? Are we watching this show? Come on now. Can you imagine if that game I'm talking about gets nominated? If I ever get nominated for an award again, I will not go. I'll be not. I was gonna say I'll be like Woody Allen, not in that way. I will not go. Not that I ever would be nominated, but I would not go. It just seems. It seems filthy. It seems filthy. Go as Puddin' Face. You goddamn right. You goddamn right.
The last clock winder.
Oh God, Mr. K. My career is going brilliantly.
And the winner is Red Matter 2.
What? Oh, it's so low, isn't it? Can you guys hear the show? Come on, man. I have heard people who, when they take dope, they can function, right? They can actually get things done and focus. And are you out of your mind? Are you out of your mind? What are you talking about?
Please welcome to the stage game director at Housemark of last year's Dice Award winner.
Mr. K, you're gonna go to hell.
Harry Kruger.
Harry Kruger. That sounds like a detective. Hey, Master Luke. Good to see you, bud.
So the key to audio design is
Ah,
all the sound we
Kruger.
don't really think about, but would immediately
Shut
notice
up in
if
your
it wasn't there.
face.
Things like the metallic
Mr. K, I
snap
haven't
as you
watched
pull
it
the pin
yet,
of a
but I
grenade,
saw what it
or the
was,
growl
and I'm
of
like,
the
oh
engine
God, do
as
I
you
want to
ride
watch
off
this?
to
And
the
I
next
haven't seen it
mission.
yet.
Things like the gentle breeze and distant creature
Yeah,
noises
you
as
can
you
fix
explore
cars?
a mysterious
What is he
alien
talking about?
forest.
Is this
Without
Pedro
the work
Pascal?
Of the dedicated and talented audio designers nominated tonight, the silence would be deafening. So the nominees for
My girlfriend
outstanding
is like
achievement
that
in audio
weed.
design are.
Yeah, me too,
The
Johnny
nominees
R.
for Outstanding Achievement in Audio Design are A Plague Tale Requiem.
Yeah. Yeah.
Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2.
As long as there is a war on terror, there will be no real war on
I so
drugs.
enjoyed this game. I so enjoyed this game. This was a good game.
God of War Ragnarok.
That should win. The sound on Ragnarok was just sublime. That was great. God of War Instant Messenger cost us about $26 million. Gotham Knights, the game that says smashy, smashy, smash, smash. Really? The juice is absolutely worth the squeeze, sir. Absolutely. Let's make some fucky fucky.
Somerville.
Hello?
Hey.
Why? How you doing?
Oh, Jackie. Are you picked up?
Well, who did you say hi to?
Winner is.
Honestly, you sounded a little bit like a foreigner. My apologies,
A
sir.
foreigner?
How's it going?
Hello, racist.
Yes,
Things
sir.
are going well. What's up?
Alrighty, I'm in Canada, so.
Yo, what's going on? What do you want to talk about, Canadian?
Just that you, sir, are a very approachable person.
Thank
And I
you.
don't think that you get committed.
Well, thanks
Ah,
everyone.
you're a nice
on
Canadian.
behalf of all
Canadians are nice,
I'd like to
right?
thank the Academy for this one.
Like, the fact that you have a phone number up here
down. I don't
and you will let your audience call in, it's just amazing.
Do you know that there's a meme that says, in Canada, if you go to Canada and fook around in fondue, right? I love it. It's not fuck around and find out. It's fook around and fundu. Because it's Canada.
Oh. And the Santa
Come
Monica
on
Studios
now.
audio team.
Come on now.
And a huge shout out to
Look at
I think
these.
the big thing with Canada now is the South Park thing, right?
You guys
Is the
are
what? Is the
fantastic
what?
to work with. Everyone on Network
Megan
was just
and
fantastic
Harry,
to
the
develop
whole
with. A
episode
special
with South
shout out
Park?
to our cast. You guys
Oh, I
are
don't
amazing.
know.
I'll
I don't
work
know.
with you
I don't
any
watch
day.
cartoons. I'm not a child. I'm not a child.
You are a man child.
Goddamn right. Well, buddy, I appreciate you watching, man. What part of Canada do you hail from? Are you like living in the mountains, or are you living in Vancouver, or where do you live?
Publishing partners at Sony.
Ontario,
We
right
couldn't
by
have done
Toronto.
it without you as well. And finally,
Do you know Anne of
we'd
Green
like to recognize
Gables?
our
She's from
families and
Canada.
friends for all the support during this
Yeah,
development cycle.
she's my
Thanks.
cousin.
Is she hot now that she's grown up?
Wow. I mean, I'm from northern Canada, not southern Canada.
Yeah, I don't know anything about any of this. Look at
is
this guy on
inseparable
screen. What an
part
idiot.
of the
Buddy,
emotional
thank you
journey
so much
players
for
embark
calling in.
on
I
our
appreciate it. It's
games.
very nice of you to call,
I
bud.
think many of our most cherished moments.
I
in
appreciate you
gaming
answering,
are
Gabby.
often
Thanks a lot. Have a great night.
Anytime, sir. You too.
Music can elevate the intensity of a climactic battle.
Listen to him talking.
It can celebrate our
Do
triumphs.
you realize this guy
and
with
help
his
pull at those
accent
heartstrings
and
during
his
some of the
good
more
looks can
dramatic
probably
story
walk up
moments
to
we
any woman in the
experience in our
casino
favorite
tonight
medium?
and have a 95%
music can
chance of
even be so
having her
captivating
go back to
that we
his
just leave the
hotel
title
room
screen
at the
on
Motel
just to listen to
6.
our
Think
favorite
about
track
that.
on repeat.
Think about the
Tonight's nominees continue the tradition of making games more
joy
memorable
of
through
that
music.
skill.
And the
The
nominees
joy of
for
that
outstanding
skill. I
achievement
would
in
love
music
that skill.
composition
Unfortunately, no. I
The
have to work a
nominees for
lot harder.
outstanding achievement in original music
a lot harder.
composition are
He's not good looking. He's a good looking dude. What are you talking about? You don't think that's a good looking dude? That's a classical, attractive, symmetrical, good looking male.
Ragnarok.
Absolutely. What are you talking about? Goddamn right he's getting laid tonight. Oh, is it just the hair? It could just be the hair. I don't know.
Horizon Forbidden West.
Fuck yeah, man. Hello, Shuhei.
Metal Hellsinger.
Hello?
What's going on?
Nothing. So,
Nothing,
you know who
nothing.
I am, right?
What?
You know who I am, right?
No, I
I'm
don't.
The guy that likes to troll, the $2 Xbox trash thingy.
I don't know who the fuck you. I don't know who the fuck you are, baby. But I'll tell you one thing. I like the cut of your. Look at this lady coming out. She's going home with him
Megadeth.
tonight. I don't know anything about that. What do you want to talk about? Look at her smile, though. She's got a very beautiful smile. She does. She's a beautiful smile. What do you want from me? Anyway, what's going on, baby?
Playing Hogwarts?
I'm not playing Hogwarts. No. I thought that's as far as I got in the
This is
game. That
awesome.
jellyfish.
Yeah, I want to say it's just an honor to
No,
accept
I
this
haven't
award
played
on
it. Have
behalf
you
of,
played it?
So many wonderful and talented individuals. Number one, Bear McCreary, who just
I heard
wrote
it's
an
great,
incredible
Hogwarts.
story. He and his wife have a new baby.
Are
and,
you
so
still
he's
here,
busy with
caller?
that. He's on another project right now.
All right.
I'm still here.
I'd
Okay,
also
well,
like to
what do you
thank,
want to talk about, man?
Our creative arts music team for
I
all the
don't
long
know.
hours,
Let's
the
talk
passion. It takes a lot of work to get
about
the music working.
Hogwarts
The way it does in the game,
Legacy,
and
or
just couldn't be more proud of the team for all that effort.
the other game
Santa
that
Monica
came
Studio,
out.
I just can't say enough about what a wonderful opportunity it is for
Atomic
us to
Heart?
work with you, and just the great games
That
that you make.
one.
I love that
Yeah.
game. I've been
Eric,
playing
Chad,
that one. It's excellent. A lot of fun so
Ken,
far.
Corey, everyone there. We just really, really
saw
appreciate
trailers.
it.
I don't know
And to our creative
if,
arts exec team, I just want to
yeah.
call them out. Richard Herman.
if I'm gonna buy it.
Dave, Scott.
Get it on the
and my
goddamn
brothers,
Cock of Duty Game
my work
Pass.
brothers Chuck and Keith, just to your commitment to quality.
The Cock of
Really
Duty
appreciate
Game
it.
Pass?
Yeah,
And Thanks so
man.
much, everyone.
Go get the Game Pass.
Mm.
You can get Hi-Fi Rush, and you can play Atomic Heart.
Oh yeah.
For free.
I had the Game Pass, but it expired. But I think I can re-get it again for $1.
You should do it. Hang on, I gotta listen to Greg Miller. Hang on, don't say anything yet.
Thank you,
Because
Belinda.
when
Our
it comes
next
to Game
presenter
Pass, I
not only
only
has a
play
rich
it on the
history in
PC.
gaming, he also has a wonderful first name. One that exudes strength,
I don't have an
elegance,
Xbox. I only have
bravery,
PS5 and
not
PC.
to mention smarts. If I do
All right,
say
buddy.
so
Well, I
myself.
appreciate I appreciate the call, man. Thank you for
Please
that.
give
Thanks
a
for
warm
calling
welcome
on the
to head of
show.
PlayStation creators at Sony Interactive Entertainment.
Thanks,
Greg
buddy.
Rice.
There he goes. Think about this. I know that guy. He's a good dude.
Today, I have the pleasure of introducing your 2023 DICE Hall of Fame recipient, the man, the myth, the Tim of legend, Tim Schafer.
I don't know Spectre Ball.
When I heard Tim was being presented with this award, my first thought was honestly, doesn't he have this already? Because he should. It's impossible to overstate the impact Tim has
Is
had on
this
this
the
industry.
Greg Allman band?
Like many of you, Tim's masterpieces from LucasArts, the games he worked on there had a caliber of writing, voice acting, and artistry that was unmatched. And he helped create and define the entire genre of adventure games.
Tyler
Now,
says
that would
99
enough for
cents
most,
store
but Tim
Thor.
didn't
This
rest
is Greg
there,
Rice.
and
He's a
he
good
went off
dude.
on
He's
his
a
own
nice guy.
adventures,
But I'll tell
founding
you
Double Fine
something.
Productions on the core
I'll tell you
principles of
something.
creativity and craft.
There is a really low budget ripoff of Thor
At Double Fine,
movie.
and it granted me a peek
It's
behind the
horrible.
curtains
It's so much
to where
fun.
I can confirm that Tim is not only a creative genius, but he's 100% the kind, caring, and thoughtful leader that you all hope he is.
Clay, buddy, thank you for that. Who's this guy know? Hey, there's Ophir. That's my agent before he got out of the agent
The
business.
thing I admire about Tim and his work
Clay,
at Double Fine is
thank you,
not
buddy.
just the incredible games that they've made together,
He
but
says,
it's
hope
the
he
way that
cooked
they
up
go
some
about
good
it.
horror, Jaffe.
Tim and
I'm into
everybody
horror
at
only
Double Fine
occasionally. Also, State of Play
genuinely
hasn't been
care
good
about
4
each other.
years.
It's a highly
Yeah,
collaborative environment that
I thought the PS
understands
Plus
good
stuff
ideas
they
can come
showed
from anywhere,
Clay was
and
good.
everyone is really encouraged
But
to think
overall,
outside
I'm
the box.
absolutely with you on that.
So this
It
is
was not a
evident in
great
the
show.
company's Amnesia
Totally
Fortnite game
agree.
jam,
Thank you, buddy,
where
for that
2
super chat
weeks,
as well, bud.
The company sets
Yeah,
aside
he works for
everything
Sony
it's working
now.
on and mixes things up.
My
allowing
agent
everybody to
is
try out a new
Ophir,
trade
and
or
he's
pitch a game idea of their
behind.
own.
He wasn't the guy in
Some of the
close up.
company's best games have started with this process and exist because
Adventures
of
in
Tim letting others take
Babysitting
the
Thor.
lead
Oh,
and
that
helping
Thor
to
was
cultivate
great. I
their
like when that
talent.
girl's like, take back what you
Tim's
said about
focus
Thor.
on creativity and experimentation also extends to how Double Fine games are marketed and even how the company does business. I remember clearly the DICE 11 years ago where we launched the world record-breaking Double Fine Adventure Kickstarter campaign
at that DICE,
that helped
remember that?
legitimize a whole new way to finance indie games. This project and the development and the
Hey,
supporting
bro.
Double Fine documentary helped
Ophir was
really
Israeli?
further the deep
I have no
connection that
idea.
he had with his community. and granted
Probably
an
not
entire new
Alex S.
generation
I
of
don't plan on buying
developers an
WWE
unprecedented
2K23.
look at the video game development process, so others could be learning and inspired. And with Double Fine Presents and Day of the Devs, Tim has shown a commitment to the wider game development community and shining a spotlight on other people making great games and helping foster a
He
connection
looks
to
like
their
the
communities.
male version of Brie
Now, that's not to
Larson.
say Double Fine hasn't had its share of challenges, some of which have
Right?
been very publicly
Right?
documented. But through it all, Tim was able to keep things positive, be a rock for the studio, and most importantly, always put the well-being of his employees and their families first. It truly
Making
does
Magma,
feel like a family at Double Fine, and as impressive as their games are, I'd say the people who have come up under Tim and the talent that he's cultivated in them are equally impressive.
Let me think about
people
that.
like
It's a
Lee
good
Petty
question.
of Stacking, Headlander, and Rad fame, yeah, and many other impeccably talented
if you
creatives
go
that
to
are working
Amazon
inside
and
those
just type
walls
in
to create
Thor,
the next
like
great
in
wave
Amazon
of Double Fine
movies,
games.
you'll see it.
And then there are the former Double Fine employees who are
I would
lead
love to date
creatives and
Alexa Bliss,
executives
although I
at
think she's
Google,
married now.
Meta, Valve, Epic, Pixar, Microsoft, PlayStation, and more. That's right, Tim has infiltrated all of your businesses with people who lead with creativity and passion. And yes, there is
Me?
a
I
code
love
word that
Tim.
he will
Tim's
say
awesome.
at some point that makes us all Voltron up and do his biddings. But until that happens, I am so glad to see Tim so happy. Psychonauts 2 was a masterpiece, and the future
Escape
is
from New
very
York
bright.
in semester. Yeah, that'd be a good game.
Yes.
I mean, it could be. Setting.
I'm really happy to see them with the support of Xbox, allowing Double Fine to let their creativity loose. So please join me in honoring Tim and
Breaking
taking a
man,
look
why
at his
don't you
incredible
watch
career.
cuties before you insult him?
Tim Schafer has been many things to the world of video games: an adventurer, a comic, a writer, a boss, an employee, and a tour guide at Skywalker Ranch. But most importantly, a force of creativity in games. High school Tim had a variety of interests, ranging from maintaining his badass garage band
Is that the
cred
kid
to
from
being a secret computer club member. But the thing that would start his
Stranger
passion in video
Things? Is that
games
Dustin?
was the day his dad brought home a brand spanking new Magnavox Odyssey. Attending UC Berkeley for computer science, Tim really wasn't sure what he was going to do after graduation. When offered exciting opportunities to pursue a career in either lab testing, database maintenance, or writing hilarious adventure games, he chose the one that fit best: database maintenance. Luckily for the video game industry, Tim saw a job posting at Lucasfilm Games for a programmer who could also write dialogue. So of course, he nearly destroyed it all in his interview with David Fox. As only a confident 20-year-old could, Tim proudly but ignorantly proclaimed his fandom to the game Ball Blaster, the pirated version of LucasArts Ball Blazer. For this second impression, Tim was out to impress. On his job application, he added a little adventure game he wrote.
Hey!
Tim was hired
Play.
on and was introduced
Thank
to
you,
fellow
buddy.
game tester Dave Grossman. Eventually, the pair was recruited by Ron Gilbert to work on his new project, The Secret of Monkey Island, where they would add much of the humor and character that made fans adore the game. With some success behind them, Tim and Dave were made co-leads on another successful production, Day of the Tentacle. Tim was next tasked with directing a game of
Clay,
his very
even
own.
if Jim
So he
Ryan,
did
thank you
what
for Super
anyone
Chat,
would do
was
and made a
long with
hard-hitting
Sony, Layden
dystopian
had heart.
heavy metal
Yeah,
micro-adventure
I like
game. Full Throttle launched in
Sean Layden, a
1995,
great deal.
and gamers loved
I
it.
can't get him to come
Tim
on my
soon
show.
followed Full Throttle with a fantastic
He'll
underworld
tweet
concept,
me,
Grim
we'll video, we'll
Fandango, launching in
FaceTime, but he won't come on the
1998,
show.
which would go on to win multiple Game of the Year awards. With the winds of success filling his sails, it was
Hey,
time to set his eyes on a
J-Rock79
golden
winning.
new
Thank you,
horizon.
buddy, for that.
The year was 2000.
That
Y2K
nice
didn't
and
happen.
kind
Tim created a game company called
super
Double
chat,
Fine
bud.
with
Thanks,
a
buddy.
handful of folks from LucasArts and a second handful
Appreciate
of
it,
new
man.
folks. Their first project
Into the
was to be
weird
the
stream may
smash
be
hit
as early
Psychonauts.
as this weekend.
In
But
2009,
one of the
Brutal Legend
stories.
was unleashed upon the metal-loving
Nah, I can't
gamers
tell
of
you.
the world,
I can't tell
complete
you.
with Jack Black,
But there's
hard
some interesting
rock,
stories
and
for sure.
of course, flamethrowers. Perhaps one of Tim's
Okay,
most
you want a
inventive
new
inventions
link?
was not a video game, but a tradition called Amnesia Fortnite. A 2-week-long pitch-a-thon where for the mere price of a cup of coffee in 1967, anyone could vote for their favorite concept. Many of the prototypes went on to become beloved titles like Costume Quest, Iron Brigade, Stacking, and Once Upon a Monster. In that same pioneering spirit, Tim managed to set a crowdfunding world record, raising $3 million to make Broken Age. But more importantly, success of this magnitude paved the way for future successes, both for Double Fine and the rest of the industry. After over 20 years as an independent studio, a milestone few studios reach, Double Fine and Tim joined Microsoft in 2019
link.
and were reunited with many friends and colleagues in the industry where an unannounced Grim Fandango Master Chief crossover is currently in production. Tim and Double Fine continue to be ambassadors for independent development, creating indie celebrations like the
Shovel
decade-long
Knight,
run of Day of the Devs.
What, they
Tim
raised their money
continues
on
to be one of the
Kickstarter?
most dedicated
But,
creators
I mean,
in our industry.
Tim's
His contributions define
funding
trends and shape the future.
made
He has
it
become a true
much more
conduit for creativity
mainstream amongst
and
game
innovation in our
developers,
craft.
though. But
For
yeah,
his
Shovel Knight was
achievements,
amazing.
For taking us on adventures, making us laugh, and for his continued passion for the art of video games.
Good night, Travis.
We honor Tim Schafer.
Thanks for
as the
calling in and hanging out,
2023
buddy. Good to see you as
inductee
always.
To the AIAS Hall of Fame. Please welcome Tim Schafer.
I hate this stuff so much. It's so fucking fake. Oh, I will, Bacon. I will. I'm not saying Tim doesn't deserve it. Of course he does. Tim's great.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I take this down. Oh, thank you.
It's just also...
No. Please. Please, everybody. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Greg. Please remain standing. I mean, if I had to stand up. It feels much better. It really helps.
Circle
no, okay, you
jerky.
can sit down.
Yeah.
I was going to say, thank you. I love you, too. I'll make this quick, but it really is a great time to use the restroom. If, like, before Game of the Year, this is an awesome time because I'll talk that video. But I want to thank Greg for that beautiful talk. That was amazing. The journey up to here has been fraught with a lot of near-death financial experiences, and Greg has definitely helped us survive a lot of those. So thank you, Greg. Get the first one. I plan to talk really eloquently, but now I feel like I should sit here and catch my breath for 4 minutes together while we're all quiet. Thank you so much for all of you, all my colleagues. I've been coming to DICE and other shows for so many years, seeing you all, so many friends and supporters here, and also it's so nice to see my long list of enemies and haters. I'm so glad that you're here to see my ultimate victory over you. Thank you. As represented by this beautiful trophy representing the Vulcan lacrosse team. Thank you so much. Really quick thanks. I'm going to start at the very beginning. I got to thank my parents. It's corny. We're here, whatever. It's fun. My mom, my dad, my mom for setting up a craft table in our family room, because every day we were just invited to make up stuff, and there's a table that was just covered with like glue and pom-pom balls and like paper, and we were just invited to think that every day could be a creative day, and that's really important, something that kept with me all my life. So thanks to my mom for that, and thank you. And to my dad for all the many things he did, but of course bringing home that Magnavox Odyssey and getting me obsessed. Driving me down to Mill Valley to the computer store to buy video games and Ziploc baggies. So many supportive things he did to get me excited about, and accepting that I would never become a doctor, but do this instead. Real quick, my 7th grade English professor, Mr. Harrington, he's not professor, 7th grade, what am I talking about? For teaching me free writing, which is something I do where you just write every day and you don't think about it. I still do it to this day. I mean, I think about doing it every day. I don't have the like patience and discipline to do it every day, but like I think about you and Mr. Harrington every day. And my creative writing teacher from high school, Ms. Adams, who encouraged me, said you really need to write more. And I was thinking about that, and recently I realized that she's saying I need to practice more, which maybe it wasn't. But anyway, I did it. So thanks, Ms. Adams. Thanks to UC Santa Cruz and UC Berkeley for, yeah, go Bear Slugs. For being fucking free. People don't know this. Back then, UC had no tuition. So I want to thank the taxpayers of California for paying for my college, right?
Did my dad buy games in Ziplocs?
Which brought me to the Career Center where I saw a job listing from LucasArts for programmers who like creative writing. Perfect, amazing job, and I landed at LucasArts to be mentored by people like David Fox.
At the tail
thanks
end.
for hiring me, David Fox, even though I totally pirated all your games. And it's even worse than that. But whatever. Dan Fox, Ron Gilbert, Noah Falstein, and Hal Barwood, who taught me so much about writing and creativity, and to imagine being dropped into this amazing job where they're like, well, we have all this money from Star Wars, we don't know what to do with it, because we can't make Star Wars games, we just have to make a bunch of shit up, and we don't know what to do. So it's like, wow, that's a fun job. And it got me addicted to making up cool new stuff with other people's money all my life. So just definitely do that. Hey, look at this. I'm going to wrap this up real quick. So, and to those next projects, people often ask me,
we were at the tail end of the
do you have any
baggy
regrets
era.
in your career? And I always I don't, because I got to make all of the games I like, and I'm really happy and I feel really lucky and privileged to be making those games. But I really,
But
I
very
do have some
soon that
regrets.
went to professional
I
boxers.
pretend I've learned nothing, but I have learned some things over this career.
That's
and
a long
I
time
do
to answer
regret,
that question.
if anything, those next few projects, Full
Alex
Throttle,
S., they
Griffin
do
Dango,
not,
and
no.
Psychonauts,
They don't
I
announce
regret the terrible crunch modes I put those teams through.
Yes,
so I
floppy
want
disk
to
and
apologize to
backs,
all the
yes.
teams of my early games for the terrible crunch modes I put them through, because I didn't mean it, but a lot of us in those days were just kind of acting the way we did in college, which is staying up all night in computer labs to finish our software projects. And we dragged a lot of people through some terrible, it has a big effect. Crunch mode has a terrible effect on your mental health and your relationships and all these things. And hopefully we learn each time, we do better. And I'm just so lucky that I made all those mistakes back before accountability had been invented, right? I'm seriously so lucky that all the teams that gave me a second chance, all those second chances to get a little better with every game and to fight that. We're still fighting in this industry, fighting crunch mode all the time. It's not a good thing, but it's hard because anyway, it's a whole. We'll talk about that next time. And thanks. And I want to thank the Xbox for being launched right when I launched my company and making it so easy to sign Psychonauts and start that crazy 20-year relationship with Microsoft, on again, off again, that ended with us being part of the Xbox family. So I want to thank Noah Musler at our table, and Mary McGuane, and Matt Booty, and Phil Spencer for seeing value in Double Fine and bringing us into bringing us into that really nice space and letting us just stay as weird as we are. I mean, it's been a few years now, and they've really been true to their word and let us stay Double Fine, even though
That's
we're part of
because
that
they
family.
don't do anything.
Thank you to them. And thank you most of all to the Double Fine employees and the team there. It's amazing. I feel so amazed I get to work with such a creative group who put so much love into the game, so much talent, but also so much care for each other. And they really support each other and look out for each other. And it makes working with them so rewarding. And I want to thank all our fans and players. We have the sweetest, most supportive community and have all our times, and nothing would have been possible without them.
It up.
I want to thank my lovely family, my daughter Lily, and my wife Rachel for staying with me through all the crunches and cancellations all these years. And for no matter what, always being there to remind me that I'm really not a big deal and I should get over myself. So thank you for that. Then that and that. This is how every meeting ends at Double Fine, by the way. It's like, what'd I forget? Okay, so thanks to them. The Xbox players, fans. And I want to take 1 second before I leave, really quick, to thank Megan Scavio, because she's sitting at our table. Hi. Partially because it'll make her really uncomfortable for everyone to look at her over in table 44. And there's so much that, like, at DICE in her previous job, Megan has done to bring us together, not just as professionals, but as human beings, to get to know each other all these years, which makes us so much more bearable. So thank you, Megan, for all the work you do and bringing us together as a community. So thank you, Megan. Thanks to the AIS. Thank you, DICE. Thank you, all of you. It's a great honor. Good night. Thanks.
Please welcome the co-founder and creative director of Outer Loop Games, the studio behind the upcoming Thirsty Suitors, Chandra Ekanaika.
You know, that guy was working on. Hey, that's the Marvel.
Wow, I gotta follow that. Okay. Congrats, Tim. Hey. All right, come on. If the past few years have shown us, the past few years have done anything for us, it's the hope that hopefully, you guys are messing me up here, brought us all together with the ones with our loved ones. Tonight's nominees for Family Game of the Year, there we go, we're catching up now, have given us shared experiences that are fun for players for all ages, allowing us to spend time together in magical worlds.
I don't have any plans
give
to
the
buy
kids
a
an excuse
PSVR
to
2
laugh at
unless some
dads
amazing
stumbling
games
through the
come out.
worst world version of William Tell Overture ever played on trombone. The nominees for Family Game of the Year are...
The nominees for Family Game of the Year are Disney Dreamlight Valley.
Oh, who? Pun this guy? Yeah, I know, he's a good dude, absolutely. BB and Tina ain't getting shit.
Kirby's Dream Buffet.
Everybody's coming to the Dream Buffet because here's the place where you can play with your friends and
Lost in
have a juice game. I played this game. It was very interesting.
Mario Plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope.
Nate, I don't know, because it's in real time. It's at 8 o'clock. It's live on the West Coast because it's in Vegas.
Trombone Champ.
Westish Coast. Do you have to have a trombone to play this? Is that a stupid question? I don't know.
And the winner is Mario Rabbids Sparks of Hope.
Because, you know, trombones are expensive. But Novodamus, how do I play it? Is she the weakest link, lady?
Well, getting on this stage after Tim Schafer is... well, what happens in Vegas doesn't stay in Vegas in occasions like this. Let me thank the Academy, DICE, all the members of the jury for this prestigious recognition. I am accepting
I'm
this
sorry,
award
did she
on
just thank the
behalf
Jews?
Of our
I mean, that's
amazing and
nice,
talented dev teams
I guess.
at Ubisoft Milan, Paris,
Did she
Chengdu,
say the
Pune,
Jewish?
Montpellier, who put so much effort and work into this game, and who poured all their heart and passion in making
I'm not
it
racist.
funny,
It's not
enjoyable,
racist.
heartwarming, and
France isn't a
welcoming to
race.
Players of any age. And please let me
But if
thank
it was, I'd make fun of it.
Nintendo for
Clay,
trusting us once
thank you for the super
again,
chat, buddy. He
and
says,
for being our partners
I don't
in
know.
this
I'm going to
incredible
read it.
journey.
It don't make no
And
sense.
last but not least, I'd like to thank all the other,
Amelie.
all my fellow nominees, all
Nominees
the other
of-
developers.
Come
who
over
shared
here and
with
let
us
me show you
the
my
love for
escargot.
making video games.
Listen,
Accepting
Clay
this
says,
award is
I bid of
really
marketing for
humbling,
Gorilla.
but also makes
DLC
me
should be
proud,
good.
And I guess that
I don't know what he's talking about, but
my
thank you, Clay, for the
colleagues
ducats. I
and,
appreciate
my
it, buddy.
Friends are toasting right now.
She's beautiful.
For some of
She's
them,
beautiful.
it's the middle of the night on the other side of the ocean. But I guess
I
that
would take
they
her
have been
to a
sleepless
hotel
anyway,
with room
hoping
service,
and waiting
so it's
for a
fancy.
moment like this. So thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Why is she thinking the Jews? I mean, which is great, but I didn't realize that
try this
Mario
one.
Rabbids was
Racing
a
games are a far wider
was a-
genre
a
than we give them credit for.
heavy
Some
development
racing games
with a
allow
lot
us
of
to have all the fun of
Jewish
having a
people.
driver's license without having all the boring rules of the road. Others revel in depth.
I don't think Elizabeth
and
Holmes is
realism and
beautiful. I think the
allow for
actress who
maximum
played Elizabeth
customization.
Holmes in the movie.
But however they play, to quote Sonic the Hedgehog.
How am
gotta
I
go
being
fast.
creepy?
Here are the nominees.
Because I said she's beautiful and I take her to a hotel
The
that had room
nominees
service
for
all
Racing
fancy
Game
like.
of the Year are
She's like 49 years old.
F122.
What am I supposed to covet at this point? At 51, is you know, do I gotta fucking fuck the Golden Girls? Jesus Christ, shut the fuck up, you fucking bitch.
Gran Turismo 7.
Look at that car, that blue car is cool.
Need for Speed Unbound.
I did not say that's a handsome lady. She's hot. What do you want from me? Doesn't mean I don't respect her as a person. I don't
And
know
the
her as a
winner
person.
is
I'm just
Gran
commenting.
Turismo 7.
Clay, thank you, buddy, for the super chat. What is creepy? A nice Motel 6. Come on, I like her. Clearly, you know I like her because we're going to the Motel 6. They charge by the night.
Wow, this is amazing. Thank you so much.
Clay says Mint doing marketing
On
for
behalf
him,
of,
and
all the
DLC will
PlayStation
be good.
Studios, and especially the team at Polyphony, who has been doing this for 25 marvelous years.
Hey, Scott
Thank you
Rohde,
so
one of the
much. On
nicest
behalf
guys
of
in the business.
Yamayuchi-san,
I
who
love
has
that guy. I
dedicated
probably have made
so
an
much
enemy of
his
him for
life
life because I'm such
to
a
the
schmuck on
craft
this
of
show.
making every single detail on every
but
car
he's
absolutely perfect.
Did somebody just
Polyphony
neigh? I just heard a
Studios and
horse go like.
PlayStation, thanks all of you.
He's
Thank
such
you.
a good dude, though. Scott is such a good dude. One of my favorite people in the whole business.
Welcome to the stage, co-founder of The Mix and Black Voices in Gaming, and the lead advisor on the Black Game Developer Fund, Justin Woodward.
She's a beautiful woman. What's the problem? Devon Production says, "Can I be honest with you?
Y'all are lit right now.
Only if you use
For sure.
punctuation, sir." So I guess the answer is no.
Game design is
I have
central
no
to
clue who you
everything
are
we do
or
here.
anything.
It's the way games
That makes
stay
two of us.
fresh and
But I
exciting.
subscribe.
It's
I
also
love your
hard to
personality. Are you
describe.
flirting with
How
me,
do you
Devon?
define a job that carries
Are
the
you
weight of
saying
everything
you
from
wanna take
balancing
me to the
weapons to
sock hop and
designing
get me
maps to making sure
knocked up
players
in the
feel
biblical
connected to the
way?
story and everything happening around them? Game design
Thank you,
shows
Devon.
us
It's very
that
nice of you to
if
say. I
a
appreciate
way
it,
of
buddy.
doing
Look at this
something
guy. What's he
doesn't
talking
exist,
about?
you can and must create it. The category of outstanding achievement in game design celebrates the desire to always find new ways to give players a fun, compelling experience. Those nominees are
The nominees for Outstanding Achievement in Game Design are Elden Ring,
That's a great game. Great fucking game.
God of War Ragnarok,
Design. I should be paying attention. No, I would give it to Snap. Marvel's Snap. And then Elden Ring.
Marvel's Snap.
Carlos says, thank you for the super chat, buddy. He says, this is boring. How many of you have seen of the Oscar-nominated movies of 2023 have you seen? Oh, god damn. Very few. Very, very few. I saw the Spielberg one. I want to see Tar.
Vampire
Obviously, I
Survivors.
saw Top Gun. I'm trying to think what else is nominated. I had no. Oh, The Whale. I heard is not very good. I don't have any real
And the
desire to
winner
see Avatar,
is
but I heard it was great.
Elden Ring.
Yep. Pearl, the movie Pearl, Maddie and Marco? I haven't seen that yet. Oh, Everywhere, All at Once, whatever, that was great. Love that. Oh, wouldn't it be cool if Short Round wins an Oscar? Come on now. Come on now. Bacon Vampire Survivors is good. I got to be honest, I know it's blasphemous, but I like the Tomb Raider mobile game from Netflix more. They're very similar. And obviously Tomb Raider mobile
It's a pleasure
is
receiving
ripping
this
them off,
wonderful
but
award.
it's good though. I like it more.
フロムソフトウェア我々としてはですね、過去最大規模のチャレンジでしたので、こういった賞をいただけて非常に嬉しいです。
Playing that movie with that,
Obviously, this
isn't
is
that
the
an
biggest
action
challenge
movie
we
or are you
have
being funny?
experienced so far. So it's once again it's an honor
What's
to
Infinity,
receive this
Mo?
wonderful award.
でですね、その大きなゲームにですね、僕と一緒に挑んでくれて、僕のわがままに付き合ってくれた。谷村さん、石崎さん、あるいは稲葉さん、有馬さん、タイガワさん、加藤さ
Brand
ん
and Charles? Is that a movie?
といったところですね。をはじめとした企画
Why is he
チー
talking
ムの
like that?
面々とこの喜びを分かち合いたいと思います。
And when it comes to game designing, I am obviously demanding, so I need to say my great thank you to the members of
Yeah.
the game designing team.
What do they have in common?
Including Tanimura-san, Ishizaki-san, Inaba-san,
What do they have in
Arima-san,
common?
Kaigawa-san, and Kato-san. I really want to share this joy with them.
Or you can get awards and make millions happy. Shut up, you fucks. You want greatness, you gotta work for greatness. That's how it goes. I'm watching the fucking Last Dance right now with
I
Michael
think
Jordan,
they're also happy.
Scottie
I
Pippen,
believe they're
Dennis
watching it
Rodman,
in
Phil
Japan,
Jackson.
so once
Then
again,
Michael
thank you so
Jordan's
much.
like, well, I'd like to win the championship, but I don't want to crunch. Come on. Come on, man. That motherfucker.
Independent
Come on.
games are often the culmination of the
I'm
dream
tired
of
of
a
this
small group of
bullshit
people
narrative.
or
You want
even
something
one
great,
person.
you fucking go for
They're
it.
a labor of
And you
love
find
that
a
begin
team that
not
wants
in
to
a
go for it
conference
with
room,
you.
but in a
You want people
garage
who want
or
to
a
sit the
living
fuck
room or
around,
bedroom.
have things just
Independent
handed to
games
them.
have a greater
Fine.
presence in the gaming
Not on my
landscape than
game,
ever
not on my
before
watch,
due to the
motherfucker.
passion and dedication of these talented artists. While we all love a big, huge, and good budget,
wasn't
trust
even
me,
the
I know
flu,
this
man.
personally. The
It
following
wasn't
games
even
prove you can do
the
a whole
flu.
lot with
Michael
just a
Jordan
little.
played a game
the
that he
nominees
was
for
famous for
outstanding
against,
achievement
I think it was
for an
Utah
independent
Jazz.
game are.
But my understanding now in that movie,
Achievement for an independent game are
it seems like the pizza place that they ordered pizza from intentionally made him sick to fuck him over, and it sure did. Like they gave him a bad pizza, and he was shitting and vomiting and everything. Yeah, I remember seeing it live though. I mean, yeah, it was the flu game. This game is great. Neon White's great. Everybody likes
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Shredder's Revenge.
He had sinus. No, man, it was food poisoning.
Tunic.
He didn't throw the game. I think he won the fucking game, if I remember correctly. We're just at that part in the documentary. We haven't finished that episode yet. I did not like Tunic at all.
Vampire Survivors.
Didn't the Orlando Wizards, right? Who did Jordan finish his career playing for, like something like Wizards or North Carolina, something
And
magic
the winner
sounding, right?
is Tunic.
I want individual sure, I suppose. Washington Wizards. Think about that. But yeah, man, you watch that documentary. That's who you want to go to war with. All right, Ravnos, good to see you, buddy.
What a 5-way toss-up that was. Oh my god. Oh wow. Okay. So I am the one person from the Tunic team who could be here today. I'm the audio director, so go sound, folks. There we go.
I don't even know. I'm not that far.
I co-run a little team called Power Up Audio in Vancouver, and 7 years back, thanks. One clap over there. Go Power Up Audio. 7 years back, 2015, Andrew Scholdice, the primary developer on Tunic, came to us and said, hey, I have this macro prototype. I'm gonna throw it all out, but just to give you an idea of what it feels like to adventure and such, just have a look, give it a play. What do you think? And there was like 6 hours of content.
We're like,
who the hell is this guy? What is going on? So we latched on real quick, and
I didn't like Death Door or Tunic.
That was all
honestly.
stripped away. The majority of it was, but the soul certainly remained. So I gotta say, just as the one guy here, I'm
what
so
is the
grateful
one life
to
lesson
Andrew
from
bringing
the
us on board
documentary,
this
The
ride
Last
is amazing.
Game, The Last Dance,
and
that
secondarily,
you will give to indie game devs?
I want to give a big shout to Finji, our partner, is the publisher on Tunic as well. Some woos for Finji, thank you.
I would say that if you want to make
Thanks so
video
much.
games,
and as well, I mean, I would.
You really want to make
forget
great
my
ones,
wife.
then
Thank you
watch
so
that
much. This game was hard
documentary
to
and
ship,
accept
she,
that you're going to have to commit
what she
to
went
that
through.
level.
Thank you so much. And indeed, to all husband and wives partners
to some
out there,
degree, and
as Tim
find
was
people
saying,
who want to
crunch
go on that journey
hurts.
with you.
Whoops.
Otherwise, it's going to be a
And
nightmare.
you know, it won't happen again. I promise. I love you so much. Thank you. Thanks so much.
And now, please welcome Creative Director of Future Club, Mariel Cartwright.
Oh, I don't care about awards. Saltiest. Oh, okay. Hang on. Let me turn the volume down.
Great games let us lose ourselves in the experience, and great art direction makes that illusion tactile. Whether it's a feline strut through the neon streets of a cyberpunk city, or breathtaking
Tell me if
mechanical
that's better.
feasts
Tell me
in
if that's
forbidden
better.
lands. Creating worlds
The
out of
audio.
whole cloth is no small feat. And creating worlds that keep filling us with wonder, all the more special. The nominees for
Salty is I gave all my awards away. That one I care about because it's not really an award for God of War. It is. It's the God of War Game of the Year award. Now it's too low. Oh, you guys. I don't know what to do for you. But because it was kept for many years, and Shannon gave it to me more because, and one to Alan Becker, because it was like, she's like, it's absurd that you guys didn't get more credit, blah, blah, blah. So it's more, she's one of my dear friends, that's why I care about it. But all my other awards I gave away to just fans when we closed down Bartlett Jones. All right, King Mirage, good to see you, buddy.
Stray.
Look at that stupid cat. Fuck him.
The Callisto Protocol.
The Callisto Protocol goes live tonight as George Bush IV has decided to actually launch a third invasion on the country of Nantucket. We'll have to see what happens, but if you remember last time,
And the winner
8
is
million died, but we got a great new Harry Potter game out of it. Coming up next, God of War Ragnarok just won an award for Outstanding Art Direction. Rafael Grassetti will be accepting. Rafael, this motherfucker is talented. Did the dope kick in? Oh, right. I think so.
Hey, thanks everyone. First, we want to thank the Academy for this award. Next, we want to thank
That guy looks like if a
PlayStation
cartoon
Studios
character came to
leadership,
life.
SIE leadership, Santa
Like
Monica
he would be
Studio
the guy they
leadership,
hire
with
when
a
the cartoon
shout-out to
steps
Corey
out of the
Barlog
TV.
and Eric Williams for allowing us to grow and allowing
Homeless
us to be our
Hamburglar.
best each and every day.
Now listen to me.
Next, we want to thank the entire development team
Listen
that
to
worked
me.
on this project.
Raph
External
is a
development,
beast.
our
If you have not
external
gone to his
partners,
site
partner studios,
or follow him on Twitter,
all the
that
tremendous
guy,
artists that worked on this project.
goodness,
Also,
I mean,
tech art,
in
rendering. Everybody had a
Same.
huge part to play in this, and it really takes everyone to pour themselves.
Yeah, he looks like
into an
Calvin and
endeavor
Hobbes.
Such as this game. And then last,
Your
I want to thank
master
our
of
fans.
disguise. Yeah, what's
Your
his name?
Passion and enthusiasm
Dana Carvey,
are what
yeah.
drive us every single day. You make it feel special to us, and we
Did he
want to
just
live
break
up to
out of
your bar.
Alcatraz?
So, thank you
What?
for inspiring us to be our best every day. Thank you so much.
Raph ain't saying shit. Raph ain't saying shit. I like this lady. She's sexy. I don't know why.
Animation in games
Oh, I'm sorry. Is that
helps us
creepy?
connect to the characters, whether it's to the
She's a sexy
action through
woman.
their
I like
movements
her.
on
I
the
like the
battlefield,
smart look.
or their emotions
Come
with
on
the
now.
way they flash a smile or show their pain. It's a form of magic that convinces us that these are real beings in living worlds. How the leaves move in a jungle, how a ship floats in outer
How is that
space,
racist?
Even how a door opens
How
and
is
closes.
how is
The
that
right
racist? Oh,
animation in
fuck
the game
you.
Makes us believe we're there. The nominees are
The nominees for Outstanding Achievement
Racist
in Animation
about it.
are
Saying she's a attractive, smart lady,
Cuphead,
looking
the
lady.
delicious last course.
This is a beautiful game. I'm terrible at it, but I like it. Welcome to the world of Cuphead, everybody's cartoon, and you can go fuck off.
Elden Ring.
Thank you, Clay. I appreciate it, buddy. He says Stray was a massive 2-day game. Original soundtrack was Mint. First time I ever heard anybody say Mint was in the movie Super 8 by J.J. Abrams. Tyler says that woman on stage looks like a Delta Inn kind of gal. Yeah, I'm getting up there, she may even be a Marriott. She may be a keeper. So I'm going to take you to a place that's got room service, and if you want ice, they'll bring it to you. You don't have to go with the bucket out in the hall. You know I'm in love.
She must have missed it.
Oh, hello. It's a British mouse, is it? Isn't it? Isn't it?
And the winner is
I'm going to send her a message in my mind.
God of War Ragnarok.
I knew it. She heard me. She heard me. I said, say God of War if you hear me and you want to go on a date. Look at this guy. What's he doing? What are you smiling about? Get away from her.
Thank you so much to the Academy. Thank you, everybody. This project was like truly an animator's dream.
Mutemo, you can only get snubbed
a yak,
if you
anthropomorphic
deserve to get
talking
something you didn't
squirrels,
get. Oh.
And some really sweet father and son moments. So I want to thank the Academy. I want to thank Sony, PlayStation for giving us all the support.
Sony's great
Scott
studio.
Herman, thank you for believing in our team.
The fuck is Scott
I
Herman?
want to thank the studio
Oh,
leadership
Scott,
at Santa Monica,
Herman.
Jimmy,
Scott Rohde,
Corey,
Herman Holst.
Ken,
Slow down, pal.
our studio director.
Slow down,
I really want to thank Eric Williams for setting this great template for us to just be creative and animate some amazing things. I really want to thank the entire team at Sony Santa Monica Studio, especially our amazing animation team. I really love working with them every day. They're so passionate, and I'm just really blessed that I have such an amazing team.
I think
Thank
that's
you.
Nick.
I know you guys
used
are
to work with
watching.
Nick.
This is for
Bartlett
you
Jones.
guys.
I think
You
that's
guys
Nick.
did
I'm gonna
this.
ask him if he was there.
I really want to thank all our creative partners who also helped us complete so much animation that we just couldn't have done without their help. VASG, thank you for helping us finish 5 hours of cinematics, which was really incredible. I want to thank our
Maybe
cast
if they hadn't
for
been able to
helping
finish
us
5
create
hours
these
of
amazing
cinematics,
characters,
the
our
game would
stunt
have moved a little
performers.
faster.
There's just so many people to thank
Just a
that
thought.
really contributed to this. Our leads, Erica, Mehdi, Axel, and of course I
Axel
can't forget the
Power.
fans, and most importantly our families for being there, for supporting us. I want to thank my mom, my father, rest in peace, and of course my wife, Kyung-hee, I love you, my daughters, Olivia and Sophia. I'm coming home. I'll see you soon, and thank you so much. Have a good night.
Mark says, How tired do you think Guerrilla Games are congratulating Sony at the party? Hey man, I can just tell you, I know that a number of those top of the food chain over there was not happy that God of War got more accolades than Horizon. That's all I'll say.
At this point, picking up a controller and going head-to-head with friends in a fighting game is a tradition. For decades, we've chosen our fighters and welcomed all challengers.
Jeff,
and
you
why
really
not?
sleeping
Fighting
on the
games
1 hour
get the blood
plus of
pumping.
walking with the giant
They're all
girl?
the fun without any of the pain. Instant action and unforgettable
I don't know what
characters
that means.
we love to call our own, or at least pretend we're good at. These are this year's nominees.
The nominees for Fighting Game of the Year are JoJo's Bizarre Adventure All-Star Battle R.
No, they're violent.
Multiverses.
Up and away. I'm out of here.
Best walkie-talkie. Oh, man, you got him right.
Let's kick some digital booties.
Rumbleverse.
Oh yeah, I didn't finish God of War Ragnarok, man. I got to the squid thing under the desert, whatever, the sea, what are those things called? The jellyfish?
Spider Hack.
And I was like, so well made, so well done, such a great production. But I just couldn't hang with the pacing. It's too slow for me.
The King of Fighters 15.
These two know how to rumble.
Yeah, Rumbleverse is shutting down in 2 days.
And the winner is Multiverses.
Probably that's all most of them played.
That's all, folks.
What a matchup.
Yeah, that one's pretty much dead too.
Wow, this is such an honor. There's so many people I want to thank. You know, I've had the privilege to work with so many talented people over the last couple of years. So many talented developers at Player First Games that have brought this to life. I also want to thank our publishing partners at Warner Brothers for being incredibly supportive. And I really want to thank our fans for playing the game and their enthusiasm and their energy. This is really just super exciting to see how this has come together. But yeah, just thank you. It's truly an honor.
Games allow us to step into fantasy worlds that we'd never be able to in our normal lives. One example of that is stepping into the shoes of superstar athletes. We may never kick a goal, hit a home run, or nail a last-second three-pointer to the roar of a crowd, but in games we can.
I will.
The nominees for Best Sports Game are
The nominees for Sports Game of the Year are EA Sports FIFA 23.
He looks like a young Ed Gein. No, how do you even know what Ed Gein looked like? Come on. You know what game was great this year that was absolutely underappreciated was what's that horror analogy? The Dark Pictures analogy. Their last one, which was based on Ed Gein.
MLB The Show 22.
Man, it was really well done. It was I think that was probably their best game. Maybe Until Dawn is their best, but you know what I mean. Of that anthology.
NBA 2K23.
What's that thing called? I don't remember. Get into the paint. I don't know what that means. I think that's basketball.
Ollie World.
Clay, thank you, buddy, for the super chat again. He says it's true. They say, you've overheard people saying Gorilla hit the Horizon 1 home run, but Part 2 wasn't well received.
Ollie World.
It's because that's all most people played. Clay, but you don't actually work on marketing, right? Because you wouldn't be in here saying you work on marketing. But yes, I mean, I know a lot of people loved Horizon 2, And I get it. I mean, it's a beautiful.
Hello, Dice Awards. Thank you
Is that
so
Doctor Who?
much for this award. It was a huge honor to receive it on behalf of the Roll 7 team. I'd just like to say thank you to everyone who's played the game.
It's a beautiful game, wonderful game. The Devil in Me is what it's called. Thank you, Amadeus.
This great accolade. I'm just the guy standing here.
I got bored of it though. I thought it was very boring. A lot of Sony games that put too much effort into wanting to tell me a story instead of let me have an adventure, I have very little patience for. Love Tsushima though. Love Returnal. It's Doctor Who.
You put their care and attention and love into this project. Thank you so much. I hope you all have a wonderful night. Congratulations to everybody else nominated or receiving an award this evening.
I'm getting a blowjob right now. Oh, I'm giving a blowjob right now, I guess.
Welcome to the stage, CEO of Balan Studios,
British
and
to
one
the
of the minds
core.
behind Mario Kart Live, Kartik Bala.
I have Adderall. I take Adderall. Are you kidding me? Baxter, what do you think of the Sami Zayn and whole bloodline? Oh, in wrestling, I haven't been watching Keeping Up with It. I don't know.
For better or for worse.
Sorry, though.
And virtual reality has come so far that we all
I
consider
really
it
like
part of
the
everyday
women's
life.
stuff. I don't really
Long gone
get all
are
that into the
days
men's
of
wrestling stuff.
8-pound headsets and endlessly pounding headaches. Now, with current technology, we're able to seamlessly lose ourselves in other times and worlds. The nominees
Which is
for
to enjoy their
Immersive
stories
Reality
and
Game
they're
of the
prettier.
Year allowed
when they
gamers to
don't
not
have
just play a game,
PPs.
but feel
Clay,
that they truly exist
It
somewhere
makes no sense
else.
what you just wrote.
They
I'm out of the embargo of the game itself, not DLC.
Game of the Year are
But who are you?
Cosmonius High.
What do you do as it relates to something that you would need to have an embargo? That's what I'm trying to understand.
Moss, Book 2.
Mark Arnold says women's wrestling is part hot, part terrifying. Look, this is why it's a ludicrous concept
Red Matter 2.
to suggest that quote pro wrestling doesn't have a high sexual or sexuality or sexual aspect to it, because it does. I mean, if you enjoy the ladies, and I enjoy the ladies,
The Last Clockwinder.
you have the ladies matches, and if you enjoy the men folk, you have the men folk. None of them are wearing any clothes, almost, and they're grunting and shit. Come on now. Ed Boon just
And the
walked
winner
off stage
is
with everyone's hearts.
Red
That's right.
Matter 2.
You marketing for Gorilla, same country. Yeah, I don't know what you're saying. Is English your second language?
We've received a distress signal from your crewmate on Strompa N3.
Oh, Alexa Bliss. You goddamn right, Blake. Oh my god. Oh, Alexa Bliss. Yeah, everybody likes that other one who's kind of Alexa Blixian.
Thank you all for this honor. As a small but mighty team of practical robots, we are truly humbled by the success of Red Matter 2.
Is that Andy
We
Kaufman?
have put in countless hours and boundless passion into making this game a reality.
Don't keep
And it
super
is
chatting.
truly
I don't need you to
gratifying
keep
see it
super
resonate
chatting.
So deeply with players. This award is a testament to the hard work and talent of our team, and we are grateful to be recognized among such talented
But I'm saying I don't
peers.
understand your.
Thank you again so much.
You wrote just marketing for Gorilla is all. So you work for a marketing company that markets Gorilla's games, is what you're saying?
Thanks to mobile games, places like the dentist waiting room or the grocery store checkout line are now battlegrounds where you can kill the most powerful final boss of all time.
Who's Lita?
Boredom. Our nominees
Not
for
Alexa
Mobile Game of
Bliss
the Year
though.
tonight
Who's the other
range
one
from
that all
blanking
the
illicit card games
that just
to
wrestled
dramatic stories
Asuka
told over
last
the course of
weekend?
3 entire movies. The
Also
nominees
blonde.
The nominees for Mobile Game of the Year are
What's that lady's name?
Diablo
You're
Immortal.
part Dutch and part British, Irish. Jesus. That's a lot. That's a lot of things you are. Liv Morgan. Yes, Liv Morgan's Psychotic Assault.
Give
Yeah,
it
no,
beyond the
Alexa
trees.
blows Liv Morgan. Oh, no, I was talking about Alexa Bliss. Alexa.
Immortality.
I like Asuka too. I don't understand how you can work for a marketing company as a professional, and it looks like that's your real face on your icon, and you're literally coming here and talking about your work in a way that's clearly not PR happy friendly. I don't care. I appreciate your honesty. That's just surprising to me. Hey, Tempura. Good. Oh, look at this Tempura. That's a Netflix game, I think.
All right. The winner is Marvel Snap.
Tempura, thank you for being a member for 9 months, buddy. I very, very much appreciate it, bud. He says, Jaffe, thoughts on state of play? Has Jimmy lost the plot? Where's Ben Brode? I want to see Ben Brode. I want to see how that energy translates into the real world.
Wow, these lights are bright.
Wow, life must suck for
sorry,
you.
I'm not that prepared. Marvel Snap is the accumulation of millions of ideas, decisions, and I think most importantly, iterations from hundreds of people that all touch the Marvel Snap experience. So first, congratulations to every single person at Second Dinner.
I did a video on State of Play, but I would say I thought it was really good for PS Plus.
All the players that provide the playing experience for each other.
A lot of good stuff coming there.
That are forming up
but everything else I thought was, you know, even Suicide Squad looks very corporate and soulless. But it does look like it might still be fun. But everything felt heartless for the most part.
Helped us along the way. It was only a few years ago that we started up as a small indie game studio. And lots of people put their faith in us.
All right, Clay, gotcha,
really,
buddy. Thank you, sir.
Really
appreciate it.
No evidence that they should do so. So
except that you had Ben Brode, who had just come off of Hearthstone.
Ken, the folks at NetEase, thanks to Jay at Marvel for putting their faith in us. Thanks to all the folks at Second Dinner for putting their careers in our hands. I'm glad we didn't fumble it too bad yet.
I don't think Ryan P. I've seen Phil
thanks
Spencer.
To everyone at DICE, who has been like so kind to us and telling us about their experiences
You're right,
of
Tyler.
the game, and I guess
Tyler says that guy's definitely getting his hair pulled back tonight by those Dwarf Fortress guys.
Thank you.
The Dwarf Fortress guys are the hit of the show. I just want to like find them and cuddle them both. I want to cuddle them.
Distinguished guests.
I want to cuddle them. I could use a big fucking bear hug.
The Book of Eli, as well as Telltale Games' The Walking Dead.
And for Spoken.
Gary Whitta.
You're very sweet, thank you. Character.
No, we're not.
Is where all great
weirdo.
storytelling begins and ends. Without characters we can care about, empathize with, or simply love to hate, nothing else we do as storytellers matters. And from a hapless pirate to a father and son still learning how to be a father and son while slaying mythic monsters, this year Game Raiders demonstrated once again just how good they've gotten at bringing us characters that linger in the memory long after the final credits have rolled. The nominees for Outstanding Achievement in Character are...
The nominees for Outstanding Achievement in Character are Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, Alejandro Vargas.
Welcome to the City of Souls. There are few here to uphold the law, and many of those who resist corruption
I like this
disappear.
game, and I liked it a lot.
God of War Ragnarok, Atreus.
You can let go now.
Yeah, he was good. He was good.
Stop
Come on
thinking
now.
like a father for a moment and start thinking like a general. No. I need to know you'll be okay without me.
God of War Ragnarok, Kratos.
Curious.
God, I once was.
That's right, Mark.
I was the one who was not ready.
Horizon Forbidden West, Aloy.
I have to find a way to fix it all. And the answer is somewhere out in the Forbidden West.
Return to Monkey Island, Guybrush Threepwood.
My name is Guybrush Threepwood, and this is a story about the time I finally found the secret of Monkey Island.
And the winner is... Kratos, God of War Ragnarok.
I thought Atreus was better. Hey, there's Saucy Sauce. What up, Gaz? How are you, buddy? Touch your neck? Sure.
What is it you want to tell me?
tried to walk this
Here we go. Here we go.
We follow your every wind.
But you don't believe in any of it.
And still I follow. Because all that matters is that you are safe. Thank you. I promise I will make this quick. Wait, was everyone else's teleprompter a stopwatch? I always start with my family because I am the sum of them. Starting with my mother, who is once again, even my mother said, don't be up there blubbering and crying and shit. You're making the judges look weak. Who is currently kicking cancer in the ass again. My brother, Dr. Jeffrey Judge, and his beautiful family, my children. I'm fortunate enough to have my son Cameron here with me, and that makes him my favorite son. Take some pictures, them tickets weren't free. My best friend, my ride or die, my ace, boom. My wife, who, when everything else is topsy-turvy, I come home and I'm safe. I love you. And hopefully, by mentioning you this time, my quarantine will only be 3 days instead of 5 days. She knows how to deal with me better than anyone, and it's an hour and a half a day, no more.
God Award, that's
Thank you.
T.C. Carson.
Sony
Yeah, he's an
Santa Monica.
actor. He's acting all the time.
Yumi Yang, the
Gaz, I'll
revelatory
tell you,
Mr. Eric
Arrival was
Williams,
great. I love
Matt
that movie. It was so
Rich,
trippy.
Every single person at Sony, Santa Monica, Sony, PlayStation, all of our affiliates who have left their love print on this masterpiece. I feel
Oh, is Arrival mid?
blessed
Well,
but
fuck you.
almost guilty accepting this.
No, it's clear you seem okay accepting it.
God of War and God of War Ragnarok was a cumulative effort of everyone, but I got to be in this volume with a group of human beings
That
who
stood on
were
my
as
shoulders.
willing or more willing than I was.
And Timmy
to put
Moss
their
and Shannon
heartache,
Studstill.
their
That's
struggles, their joy out there for the world to see, and did it unabashedly, did it willingly, did it proudly and with conviction. And I really want to accept this as a cast award.
Prisoners was the bomb? What's that?
It made those days in the volume so special and so loving and so supportive and funny and sometimes smelly. But it was truly a joy. Sonny, your time is coming, man. I want to thank you. I've made no secret of the great pain it caused me every time one of my children left the house to go on their own adventures. And you allowed me to have a kid again, to have what I enjoy most in the world is interacting with my children. You allowed me that. And bro, I can't wait.
That's
to
right,
see
Ravnos.
how far you fly, man.
I'm sorry. I don't buy it. I don't buy it. I don't buy it. I
am
don't
greatly
buy it.
appreciative.
It's a
Truly
performance.
humbled. Less than 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mario. But our princess is in another castle. That used to be what passed for story in video games. Of course, Nintendo's come a long way since then. Now the other castle is in 3D. So I'm never working for Nintendo. But in truth, since the days of the earliest text adventures, game makers have relied on story to greatly enrich the interactive worlds they create. And today, by making the player an active participant rather than simply a passive observer, we can create a unique connection between audience and story that's only possible in the medium of games. The nominees for Outstanding Achievement in Story are...
The nominees for Outstanding Achievement in Story are Elden Ring.
I have long observed the lands between. This world is in dire need of repair and death.
Goddamn right, you are.
Indiscriminate.
God of War, Ragnarok.
My story doesn't end hiding in these woods. I should be out there, finding out who I am, who Loki is.
I will not allow you to pick a fight with gods.
I was a teenage exocolonist.
That's a good point, CW. Yeah, Brian East, I think Elden Ring's story was great. But it gets into a whole semantics debate.
Immortality.
I found you and I made you what you are. It's not who you think he is. There was an accident.
Norco.
I heard that's great. Clay, thank you for the super chat, buddy. Very, very generous. He says, I never said anything about the Horizon DLC. How silly do you reckon I am to jeopardize clients? Ha ha, never. Never mate. You never gonna mate with anyone? Clay.
I can't talk about it, but I just need you to trust me.
No, I know. You didn't say anything bad about it. I'm just saying that, remember, you were like, oh, people were saying Horizon 1 was a home run and Horizon 2 was not as much so.
Thank you.
But I'm just taking the piss, as you people say in Venezuela.
And I are honored to be up here representing a very
Thank you, though,
large
dude. Yeah,
and
Clay, it's very
incredible
generous.
narrative
I agree with
team.
RPG.
The names
Thanks,
that
buddy.
were on that screen do not represent all the people who worked on this game, who put their heart and soul into the narrative of this
I
game.
cannot take my eyes off his belt buckle.
Wow. I just want to thank Eric,
Like he presses it,
Scott,
and the costume
Yumi, Corey
comes on him.
Oh my gosh, there's so many people, and now my mind's going blank, of course. It was you, all of our content, technical,
what if that
production and
woman
QA
just
teams,
started
thank you for believing
beating the
and supporting
fuck
the
out of him
narrative, having our backs when we
with
had to
that
make tough
statue?
decisions.
It's like, what the? Everybody
Thank
like
you
that
to,
scene in Joker when he shoots
PlayStation,
Robert De Niro.
Visual
It was like,
Arts,
what is this?
Dialogue, music, all of our external groups. It was a huge effort, and we couldn't have made this game without you.
Like just the fake
thank you to
smile.
Sony,
She's like, I'm about to snap.
Sony
I'm about to
PlayStation
fucking
for
snap.
Santa Monica Studio leadership.
And then she says the
IT.
word that
It
he says the
literally wouldn't
word
have
that
been
kind
possible
of
to make
wakes
this
her
game
up,
without
like
all
in
of
the
your
cell,
efforts.
the terrorist cell
Just
she's
to get
in.
us doing it.
What is that called? The kind of Manchurian word.
I also want
and
to
then
thank our
he
fans.
used, the word is like
This was
Wednesday,
a challenging
and she just
cycle.
goes to
Anybody in
fucking
this room can tell you everything changed.
What's she
for how we make
doing?
games.
It's sharp. They're sharp.
Our fans, your encouragement,
Heavy and sharp.
Your kind words really meant the world to, I think, all of us as we were trying to develop this thing. And finally, I want to thank my family. Thank you for your unwavering support when I chose this really crazy career. And Suzanne, James, I love you. Thank you, everybody.
Is it Suzanne James? The lady doesn't speak. Is that the wife of the brother from the Dwarf Fortress people? Oh God, Greg's still here. Thought he had gone home.
Thank thank you. Was that so hard to say something about Greg once in a while? As many of you know, I podcast for a living and don't like teleprompters. So one thing I want to do real quick is invite the Dice Scholars out here. If Meha and Rory could come out.
You're Meha and Rory.
Where's Meha?
Meha is freebasing in the goddamn back alley, Craig. Give her a minute.
Thank you very much. Their dice
Stressful working on this fucking thing.
Great job. They will be here tonight later on. So what we need to make sure everybody knows is that Rory wants to work at Riot. So Jackie Collins, I know you're here somewhere. You need to. And then Meha really wants to meet Tim Schafer. And Tim, I know it's a big night for you, but if you could just say hey at some point to her. Don't just wave like the King of England from the back. That's not. When you're at the after party, they'll find you. But thank you both so much for all your work tonight, all right? No problem. Thank you. All right, go away now. Choose the names. You know, you do one ad-lib.
Shoo them away.
You know, well, I got Tim over here, you know what I mean? From his gold, you know, let's get back on script, everybody. Here we are, the last awards of the night.
The Outstanding Achievement in Game Direction and Game of the Year. These are the two you'll no doubt be tweeting, Snapchatting, TikToking, and maybe even talking to someone face to face about.
Ooh, yeah, face to face.
Fuck you, fuck you, Blake.
We're literally doing it right now.
Hello, Gino Soul.
Right now,
Blake says they can both meet the creative God of War at the Motel 6. You're assuming that they're both Motel 6 level. You don't know that? You don't know me?
Everyone here knows that game development is never a straight path. It can sometimes be a winding
Somebody told
and
me
rocky road.
on the stream,
As designers, artists, programmers, and producers all travel together.
They said if you just squint a little bit, and I say this and I can acknowledge Todd Howard is a nice looking fella. But if you squint a little bit, they're like, he sort of kind of look, he could very easily be an old woman. It's kind of true.
Into something greater than the individual parts. Here are the nominees for Outstanding Achievement in Game Direction.
But I can say that because I'm not look
nominees
shaming,
for
because he's a good looking
Outstanding
guy.
Achievement in Game Direction are Elden Ring.
Yeah, that better get it. Come on now. What the fuck? I didn't see that one yet.
God of War,
He's the
Ragnarok.
Paula Poundstone of video games, Mo.
In your lifetimes, has anyone ever worshipped you? Can you even imagine that kind of...
How is Richard Schiff not?
I don't care about anything.
Horizon Forbidden West.
Strife, I don't know. I never hated Japanese games. A lot of us, when I was in the business, were big fans of
Mr. Marcel,
those
she
games.
had a spark. I see great things for her future.
Tunic.
What concept, Ravnos?
And the winner is Elden Ring.
Everybody's coming up. I'm over writing music for these shows. I can't do it anymore. They put him at the very back? Racist scumbag. You put him at the back?
素晴らしい賞いただきありがとうございます。一応ディレクターとしてですね、非常に
You
嬉しい
should
です。
just stay up there.
It's a pleasure receiving this award. As a director, I'm really, really happy about this.
ただですね、このファイナルリンクの作品はですね、僕一人の力ではなかなかできなくてですね、頼りになる CEO ディレクターのチーム、それは谷村さんであるとか、石崎さんであるとかをはじめとしたチームにすごく助けられました。彼らがいなければ実際このゲームを完成させることは不可能だったと思うので、ディレクションという意味でも 彼らとこの大きな喜びを分かち合いたいと思います。
But I'm myself alone not able to complete this project. Of course, I worked with so many, colleagues, especially those two co-directors, Tanimura-san and Ishizaki-san. Without their support, without their big help, it's almost impossible to complete this project. So I really want to share this joy of this award with them.
本当にありがとうございました。
Thank you very much.
Stay up there, bitch. Just stay up there.
Distinguished guests, the founder of Respawn Entertainment, makers of the upcoming Star Wars Jedi Survivor, Vince Zampella.
Is he getting made tonight?
Hey, Tim, can I get a wave too? All right, welcome everyone. We finally reached the culmination of the evening. I could go on about the importance of games. I think we all know how lucky we are. This collection of amazing games and creators here tonight. I feel so fucking lucky to be up here. I don't think I'm supposed to curse. Oops. I could go on about how every game nominated tonight deserves its own award. I could go on about how much video games have changed all of our lives and given us opportunities we'd never thought possible. But right now, we all want to get to the after party. So let's do this. Let's see.
The nominees for Game of the Year are Elden Ring,
Greetings, traveler from beyond the fog.
I've never met Miyazaki now.
God of War Ragnarok,
Beyond the monster who kills
I agree,
without
Gino Sol.
cause.
Is it a god of war we came to find?
Horizon Forbidden West,
It lets you know what kind of show this is, though. Horizon Forbidden West over a bunch of very innovative indie games? Come on. We're not going to throw Tunic in as a bunch. I mean, they have good categories on this one, but they don't have good nominees, but the categories are good.
Vampire Survivors,
Is that right, Vincent? I would say mine. No, Horizon has not bacon. I would say mine would be Elden Ring.
All right, also good, but let's see who you picked. The winner is Elden Ring.
Can't deny its greatness. It's brilliant. Is that Is that Shuji? I don't think so. He works at Sega, not there. Looks like he's from here. Oh no, it's not Shuji.
本当にありがとうございます。
Thank you so much.
Oh, Legends. I don't know. No plans right
フラ
now.
ムソフトウェアの、そしてバンダイナムコの、そしてフロックネーションをはじめとする外部の協力会社の皆さん、そして素晴らしい神話を執筆してくれたジョージ・R.R. マーティンさん、その素晴らしいですね、私の尊敬するエルデンチームのみんなと、この喜びを分かち合いたいというふうに思います。
Look at
Again,
this beautiful
I would like to
Elden
share
Ring
the
book.
joy of this great award with all Elden Ring team members, including all members at the From Software, our partner Bandai Namco, as well as many collaborators such as Frog Nation, and last but not least, George R. Martin.
で、またですね、このゲーム ユーザーさんですね。
It's like $40 to Nova, not too much.
楽しんでくれて、支持してくれたすべてのユーザーさんにですね、大きな感謝を伝えたいです。毎回ですね、こういう場所で同じ話になってしまうんですけれども、ユーザーさんへの感謝だけはですね、何度伝えても、あるいは強調しても足りないかなというふうに感じてますので、ここで改めて伝えさせてください。
And finally, I would like to express my utmost gratitude to the many users who have played, enjoyed, and supported this work. I'm afraid I'm talking about this same thing over and over again in occasion like this. But I feel that no matter how many times I say it or how much I appreciate,
I like that guy's
I
watch
can
band.
never
It
say
looks
enough
very
about our
80s.
gratitude to our users.
The Red Roof Inn. Oh man. you know their loves of your life if you're paying. If you're springing for the Red Roof Inn, Dizzy.
そんな
Damn.
ゲームがですね、こんなに多くのユーザーさんに遊んでいただけて、支持していただけるって本当に幸せに思ってます。今後もですね、我々のできる限りということになってしまいますけれども、
The Radisson. Oh my God.
作っていくつもりでおりますので、
That's right.
ぜひ今後ともよろしくお願いします。
So you know when it goes from a motel to a hotel,
While,
shit's happening.
You know, Elden Ring is not user friendly. You know, in the first when users look at it for the first time. So you know, I really want to appreciate it once again to the users. You know, a lot of users keep playing this game.
Howard Johnson, that's too rich for my blood, Anthony. They even still. Well, I was going to say, do they still even have Howard Johnson's within CW's talking about La Quinta? Man, that's a lady. You know you're in love if she ranks at the La Quinta level. Like I said earlier, that's the place that charges by the night, not the hour. So you've gone up. You've leveled up. What about the Clown Motel? What does it say if you take her to the Clown Motel?
Feel a little bad?
He keeps yelling, Greg. You know what I mean? So
It's a pity. Oh.
I'll take it. Thanks, Linda. You know what I mean?
It's for me.
No. I mean, seems like they should make DLC for that Elden Ring game, if you ask me.
There is DLC.
Is there?
Yeah.
Huh. Probably should do some more of it. We did it, folks! That's a wrap for the 26th Annual DICE Award. Congratulations to all the amazing nominees and winners this evening. We are in awe of all that you do.
And this celebration isn't over. The DICE Awards after party sponsored by Unity will be happening right here. So feel free to mingle, but please allow for the quick changeover from ceremony to party.
And Tim, go talk to the lady. You know what I mean? Yeah. The bars are just outside. The doors are open. They are fully stocked. And I'm officially starting my countdown to Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Let's light the candle. It's time. Game of the Year 2023.
Well, let's see. Who do we know? I feel like I'm a spy satellite. Proceed to target. Permission to fire granted. Really? Shoot that guy? I know that guy. Huh? I mean, you know, whatever. That's dumb. It was dumb. Awards are dumb to begin with, and that was dumb. It was a bad show. It wasn't good. The awards, I think, that were given out, I think were properly, for the most part, handed out. I think that's great. Like the winners, I think most people are like, yeah, that makes sense. But, it's so stupid. I mean, ultimately, they'll be doing these online, but somebody needs to really get it. There's two things that need to be reinvented: award shows and walk through haunted houses. Both of those products are stuck like in 1980, and they just continue to throw money at them and production at them, but they don't actually look at the fucking floorboards, man, and go, the foundation's old, man. It's old. Needs an update. Needs some juice, baby. How would I improve it? Haunted houses? Well, I think first off, you have to say the generic scares don't really work anymore. It's like, oh no, it's a clown. You know, like crap. It's like, I think you have to look at stuff like, just not Makami Manor where you're actually getting your ass kicked, but I think you have to make the audience feel uncomfortable and disturbed. They should never feel unsafe. But, you know, there are some topics that I think if you bring them up in a haunted house, it feels really creepy, which is good. I would do a couple of things out the gate. I would first off, I would make it so that the audience doesn't really know when this show is on and when it's not. I think you really want to kind of confuse people and shit. Like, I don't want to give you specifics because I know what I would want to do. I would want to tie a little more narrative to it. I don't mean this disrespectfully, but one of the, if you ever go to the Wiesenthal Center in L.A., the Holocaust Museum, you go in and you take a card. I don't know if they still do this, but when I went, they give you a card and it's random. It's like one of 10 cards and it's a person that was in the concentration camps. It might have been a kid. And then you go through the whole experience. And at the end, you get to find out what happened to your person on the card. Some of them died. Some of them made it out, blah, blah, blah. The idea of something like that, where not tied to the Holocaust, but the idea of like, you know, you can follow different threads and stories and see what happens to characters and give it a, you know, give it a little bit more. It just is cheeseball right now. It's cheeseball right now. Clay, thank you for the super chat, buddy. Appreciate it. He says, you observed Shimon. He says, you observe things in a neutral way since you have been there. Yet you were very polite, but you take no bullshit. Mickey Mania was part of my childhood, so thumbs up. Thanks, man. I'm very polite. I take no bullshit. That's a nice thing to say, Mr. Clay. Thank you, pal. I appreciate it. Thank you for the super chat. How would I improve award shows? I think I would sit down and really ask. I would deconstruct the award show. And I would say, other than the marketing value that certain award shows get, game shows certainly do not. I would say, I would deconstruct it and say, other than the marketing value, what does this exist to be? Why is this here? What is it giving the audience? What problem is it solving? And I would work backwards from that. I cannot imagine if you went to anyone and asked them about award shows and said, hey, do you like the part in award shows where the presenter comes out and then just has this banter? No one likes that. It's stupid. And I don't mean like, oh, it's so bad. It's good. It's boring. It's dumb. It's rote. It's antiquated. I would get rid of that. I don't know, live voting maybe, I think would be probably a step in the right direction. I'd maybe even have people debating the best. I don't know. I'd have to think about it, but I know right now that they're all horrible, just horrible experiences. So, you know, unless Ricky Gervais is hosting it, it's, you know, not good. Not good, Mav. It's not good. Okay, have to put that over there. All right, fellas. Well, listen, that's the Dice Awards. Yeah, they could get really funny hosts, but I'll be back tomorrow. I don't think I'll have a pod hangover. It's just 10 o'clock. I think I'll be back tomorrow with Gabbin' and Games, and then the plan is to come back on Sunday, I believe, with an I Love the Weird. And then I'll be streaming some games. Maybe tonight. I don't know. Maybe not tonight. I don't know. Shut up. But soon, because I'm really into Atomic Heart and Monster Hunter, but I got to take my dog out to shit. My dear children, Your Papa Jaffe blesses you. Thank you for the phone calls. Thank you for the super chats. Members, always good to see you guys. Thank you for supporting the show. I don't agree, Sean. I don't agree. Put live bands on. No. I don't want to watch bands unless I'm watching the Grammys. No. It's the worst. I hate that when Keeley's like, no, we're going to have this fucking band that 12 of you have heard. No. I'm there to watch video games. Why do I give a... I would rather see them go, cut the music segment out and put up a segment that's like, hey, we've cut a video together of, the 20 weirdest video games of all time. That would be cool. Or, hey, we tracked down, I don't know, some obscure video game person and we're going to bring him to the stage, whatever. But I don't want to hear some fucking band. Fellas, be well. I'll see you soon. Thanks, everybody. Seriously, really, really appreciate it. Oh, it's cringe time. What? Yeah, it's cringe time. They fly now? You goddamn right.
Too hot to handle, too cold to hold. They called the Ghostbusters and they're in control. Had a throwing party for a bunch of children. Well, all the while the slime was under the building. So they packed up and grew